intro
know
song.
what it takes, and you're ready today to take them all on. You got the measure of your man, and you know that you can go all the way. Give it to him. Yeah, give him a taste. Give him a taste of Kiwi. Show him you're the best. Give him a taste of Kiwi.
All right, no my hockey, my welcome back to another episode of the Kiwi NRL podcast. And tonight, I'm Lenny. I'll be your host as per usual. Got my Lucy Lefty, who's actually to my left technically tonight, so it works out well. Jason Weatherly, how are you, bro? You all good?
I'm good, man.
And then all the way beaming in off satellite from over in Aussie, we've got Ferg. Ferg or Fergie, which did you prefer best?
Either or. I think Ferg's nice and easy, but Fergie, Fergalicious, whatever people like to.
Delicious, Oh, okay.
Whatever people like to roll off their tongue works best.
But no, we managed to rope him in to get on board with the lads. So we've got just to get some different voices on, and it's good to have someone else in. So
really
how's your week been?
Yeah, really appreciate the invite. It's been a long time coming to jump on with you boys, so I'm excited. It's been a bit hard on the podcast side. On my side, I lost my co-host last year, so the motivation's been at an all-time low. So having you boys invite me on has really given me a kick in gear to get back into it. So appreciate it.
Man.
This week's been really, really good, really busy actually. I've got a wedding in the middle of nowhere, Condoblin in New South Wales. It's like 10 hours inland from Sydney. So I've been smacking through a whole bunch of work, got a pack tonight, and then we fly to Dubbo and drive 4 hours to the middle of nowhere for a wedding. So should be fun. Whoa. But just been busy these last 2 days.
Well, I hope you got to watch some footy over the weekend.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll be watching some footy. Always.
You always fit that in, eh?
That's right. It was a non-negotiable with my wife. As soon as we started dating, it's like, so my weekends usually consist of rugby every single day and then golf one of those days. And it worked out well. She still said yes to my marriage proposal, so we're happy. I think we're happy anyway. How'd your boys' week?
You laid the foundation early. That's a good thing. My week's been good. Been pretty busy just with Mahi and that and the kids. So, but no, yes, there was plenty of footy to get through. Obviously, no wires this weekend, but still plenty of other games. But how about you, Jace? How was your week?
Support?
Oh, yes. He's a Warriors supporter.
Me? Sorry, die-hard Warriors supporter. I was going to wear my jersey, but then I didn't want to be matching one of the boys. And I've only got one jersey that fits me these days because I'm a bit chubby. So I was just like, I'd put a normal shirt on, got my on the beach hat, and I need to get some double XL shirts, I think.
You're right. We'll have you as you are.
Die-hard Warriors fan. Sorry, Dan.
It's a long wait when you have to wait for a Warriors game late on a Sunday.
For you, it would have been all right.
Well, it didn't feel weird. It felt weird. Like, I love the Friday night games. You just get it out, over and done with.
And it sets your mood for the whole weekend.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm either going to be happy or I'm just going to just not talk to anyone.
I've enjoyed the Friday night games. They've been good, eh? Yeah, I must admit. It's better than a Sunday night shit.
Yeah, Sunday night, it's just a bit rough, eh? It's just too long, I think, to wait. First game on a Saturday is not bad either. I like those little early sunny day games. But nah, how
Correct.
Good.
All right, we will keep moving. I better shout out to the sponsors. So shout out to Fitzone in Matamata, Te Aroha, Paeroa and Waihi. If you're in those towns and you want to sort your rig out, get down there and they can sort you out. You do have to do the mahi yourself, though. That's how Jim things work. Also, shout out to Mortgage IQ and Dre and the team there. If you're looking at getting a mortgage, buying a house, or just refixing what you've already got, get hold of Dre Mortgage IQ. Give them a Google. You'll find them on Instagram at Mortgage IQ. All right. That sounded professional this week, Jace.
You did it good. That sounded really good. I was like, oh, geez, you could be on the radio.
Guy,
he normally
this guy knows what he's doing. I usually fuck it up every week, but that's good. It makes it easy that I'm one of the sponsors, but not really going to stop my sponsorship, am I? All right. What do we usually start with? So I've done questions with C&K, which I'm going to put in here. No, I'm not. Maybe later. Just to keep everyone on their toes, because people try and tap in. They try and tap in for that C&K action and then just like fuck off.
Yeah, so, you jump out. Oh, who's Fergie? Get out of here.
I'm not putting it in the show notes. It's going to randomly, mid-conversation, it's just going to, boom, C&K conversation. And we've got, like I said, for the third time, we've got Charnze Nicoll-Klokstad. I hope I said that correctly. How are you, brother? You good?
Yeah, what's up, team? Thanks for having me, man. How you going?
Yeah, good.
You good?
Good. Looking forward to having you on, bro, and having a bit of a yarn with you. How's
Thanks,
the
bro.
body after the weekend, bro?
Yeah, no, body's good. Thanks, bro. It was a big game against a strong Tigers pack, and man, they really turned up, eh? So we prepped for it all week, and it was good to come away with the 2 points.
That was
Mate,
good.
it was a good. Well,
It
wasn't that good because it was late
to
here.
wait till like Sunday.
Yeah. Sunday night, you're up till
Yeah.
bloody 10 p.m. and the boys just get home, and then I've got to try and get the heart rate back down before I go to bed. So I'm up to all hours. So thanks for
Yeah,
that.
it was a big game, man. We prepped for that. We prepped for that, bro. We've been doing a lot of cool stuff during the off season, and it was cool to. Not so cool. You don't want to be put in that situation too many times, but it was cool that we were able to come out on the other side with the 2 points, and we can look at all the learnings with the win.
Yeah, hard, bro. I've noticed that just with the short start to the season already, like the amount of game, like we're finding a way to win in most situations. Whereas last year we probably struggled a bit to kind of find a way to win, eh? So the boys must be feeling that.
Yeah, 100%, bro. It was quite frustrating last year to be so close. I think we lost, man, 6 or 7, maybe even 8, 4 points or less, and
Yeah,
ultimately it cost us. We missed out on finals, and it just made the year look like we didn't play as well as we wanted to. But in fact, we did play pretty good footy considering the amount of boys we had out. We just couldn't ice those wins. So to get the opportunity twice already this year and to ice them has been nice.
no, it has been great. Jace, you want to kick us off? Do you have any questions for the bro?
Yep. First question, Caleb McMillan. How do you keep up the same intense style every week and work rate? Because obviously you go hard.
Yeah, thanks, bro. It's I guess it's preparation during the week, bro. I just have a thing. I wanna train how I wanna play, and all I know is I need to be on mentally and bring that energy and be the player that I want to be for just over an hour. And if I do that throughout the week, I'm giving myself every opportunity to do that on game day.
100%. I've also read that it's the amount of squiggle biscuits you eat.
Bro, I actually just left half a pack inside, so that's crack up that you said that. Shout out to Griffin. Shout out to Griffin.
Did you get a little deal with them in the end or what?
Bro, they sent us out a box, a care package, and bro, that was grateful, bro. I was so grateful. That's good enough for me, man. If we can get that kind of relationship where it's biscuits for payments, bro, let's go.
How many squiggles you reckon? What's the max you could eat in one sitting? You reckon? The max
Easy, a
squiggles.
pack. Oh, max. Maybe a pack and a half.
Pack and a half. That's a lot, man.
Maybe
they go
maybe.
pretty hard.
They are pretty
Bro,
mean though.
they've gotten small over the years. They're bite sized these days.
Shots fired at the new sponsorship partner. Shit.
Have you actually had the little bite-sized ones?
Bro, they're good too. Yeah,
They are good, bro.
Yeah.
I steal them out of the
The
kids'
ratio's
lunchbox.
on.
Like
Yeah.
they're like kid size, but they're mean, bro.
I feel you, bro. I feel you.
Next question is actually from my mum. She messaged me this morning. Shout out to mum.
Mum.
Yeah, my mum. Yeah, she wants to know what's the background on your name. Obviously, it's not Māori or Cook Island sounding. The Klokstad.
Yeah.
What's the background on that?
So Nicoll is my dad. He's Māori, and Klokstad is my old lady. She's Cook Island Norwegian. So
Norwegian.
yeah, Norwegian. So I've quite a bit of Norwegian in my blood. My mum's dad was full Norwegian.
Wow.
My nan was obviously Cook Island, and then I got my Māori side with my dad. So that's the origin.
Does Norway have a league team?
They do, bro. I've had a few messages. Yeah, they do, bro. They do. They're doing their thing, man. Have to see what happens in the future, but yeah, they do.
That'd be pretty
Shout out to Norway Rugby
epic to
League.
see.
Yeah, be cool, bro. Be cool. Learn a bit about your other ethnicities.
Yeah, that would be the cool part, eh? Like similar to like jamming Māori All Stars and
Yeah.
Indigenous All Stars and stuff. You know, you get to learn a bit more about you know, parts of your heritage. Obviously, you're not that not confident with. What's the word? You're not that involved.
Familiar.
With. Yeah, familiar.
Yeah.
That's the word. You have another? What's your next question, Jace?
We'll go. I'll go this one. C Lee 50. Will you score? Will you score next weekend?
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Geez, hopefully it's what, that'll be 5 games in, no tries so far, but
Oh, the Andy runs.
yeah, it's
Andy.
oh babe, hopefully not, babe. We got a long season, but yeah, hopefully see what we can do. I'd rather set them up. I'd rather set them up, bro. I love giving the boys their tries. TAs.
No, you got plenty of
that's the
those, bro. You've definitely got plenty of those.
Surely,
top
if you get
man.
enough tries, this that you can get off the Andy run.
I reckon if you get 2 in one game, bro, they should fuse and make a try, surely.
Not the
That should-
fusion, no.
Pataru.
Sweet. This one actually, we got one in from Jerome Hughes.
Oh,
Shout out to
easy.
Jerome. He says, ask him, how do you feel when you and Taps always lose to him at golf on Kiwi tours?
This guy, bro, he's still upset. So I'll give you a bit of background on that, Christian. Pack champs, we get into a bit of a routine and we're having competitions, bro. So we had a stop in Auckland for the first game. Second stop was in Melbourne, and then the third stop was back in Hamilton. We went out to one of the regions there. It was mean, bro. Yeah, we'll just have the competition, playing Ambrose, and me and Taps were partners. It was Kieran Foran and Jerome Hughes, bro. They're actually gun.
Oh,
They're actually gun.
yeah.
These your little bit of sugar there, bro. They were pretty gun. Whereas in past, because when it come down to the final wire, bro, they crumbled.
No.
So the running nickname in the team, bro, they're the apple crumbles. Those two, they crumble easy, bro. Put a bit of cream on there and they taste good.
Kuddle Foz is catching strays as well. Shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
bro. Kuddle Foz and Jerome, bro. The apple crumbles.
Actually,
That's
shout out
good.
to Jerome. We made a bet with, I said, if we'll make a bet, because I asked him to come on this, and he's like, oh, yeah, maybe one day. And I was like, okay, if the Wars beat the Storm in the next couple of weeks, you have to come on. So it's up to you, bro.
Agreed.
Go, bro. I'll score that first try of the season, bro. We'll get him
Yeah.
over.
Yeah,
Never mean.
to win the game. Right, what's
Just
the next
on
one on your list?
That'll be gun.
Oh, I was just gonna
That'll
say,
be
just on the golf. Wade Egan's pretty mean at golf, isn't he?
He's gun, bro. He's gun. I think he plays off scratch, bro.
That's
Whoa.
mean.
Bro, he loves it so much. I think that's how we met his partner. Him and his partner play golf.
True,
She's
that's
gun
true.
too. Yeah. So
How does he
might
find
be
the time to play golf? Like, be real good at
I
golf?
have no clue, bro. I have no clue. He just finds it. He finds it, man. Even Shawnee was the same. He would
Yeah.
find time in the day to make that happen. But those are their hobbies, eh? We got kids. Oh, me and you do, bro, Len, and the bro's got a puppy, so we're all in similar situations.
Yeah, I get you, bro. What was the next one on your list there, Jace?
I've got a question from my mate Nick. Would you rather get blown up by Ricky Stewart or run it straight at Fisher Harris?
Bro, I'd rather get blown up by Ricky Stewart, eh?
Shout
You
out
don't
to
run at
Fish.
5
fellas like
minutes.
this, bro. Yeah, bro, you don't run at fellas like that. Seen his shoulders?
So who would you
Classic.
run out in your team if you had to pick someone out?
My guy on the wing, bro. My mate on the wing. He can tackle though, so just that guy, because I know he's gonna have a bit of a laugh about it when he hears it.
Which wing is that?
Toe picks.
I can say
Oh,
it's Tane.
Tane. Oh, there we go. We'll have to get him on and see what he reckons.
Oh, oh no.
What else I have there? Oh, I said, got one here. Aaron Clark, he's been playing extremely well, obviously. How's he fitted in with the team, and like, what's his influence been like on around the boys?
He's been good, eh, bro? He's one of those fellas that, like myself, had to go offshore and learn his trade, learn his apprenticeship, and he's come back, a decorated player in his own right. He debuted in the international footy, and I think he brings up his 100 games next weekend, or definitely the weekend after, if not, bro. So he's come back home with plenty of experience, and he's spoken about wanting to be that leader for those younger boys, and I think that's where he's brought the connection between the older and the younger boys. He's that in between
Yep.
fella, and he does a real good job with that. He's been playing out of his skin and really showing the boys where to go.
He's been unbelievable. What's he benching? Because it looks like that's all he does.
Bro,
Watch
he's had
his
that
bench
chest
press.
since I first met him, bro. And we're going back
Is he?
10 years now.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, bro, he
Is he one of
knows.
those
He
one of
knows.
those natural kind of already had the chest, or does he like do it a lot? Is it everyday chest day
Bro,
for the bro?
I swear it would have started when he started school, bro, or something. I don't know. But yeah, the bro's got a chest on him, bro, and he's strong, man. He's strong. He
He
throws the
looks it,
weights
bro.
around.
Looks like
Yeah,
an
he's
absolute
strong, bro.
pocket
But
rocket.
he's surprisingly quick, man, for the amount of weights he can throw around.
Yeah, yeah. No, he's got good foot speed, or leg speed. So, what's your next question, Jace?
Platinum somebody just wants to know, how come you're such a good cunt? Probably shouldn't use that word, but how come you're such a good joker?
Oh, thanks, bro.
just
That's a
way,
hard
man.
question to
Oh,
answer.
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know. Thanks.
You just say,
it's one of those,
thanks,
like,
man.
I guess from our point of view, like when we watch you, like, you always just look happy is one thing. Like, you can't, like, when you have your post-match games, especially at Mount Smart, and you have your family with you, you're just always smiling, chatting to who you can. So I think that's one of the reasons why you're liked by so many.
Nah, thanks, bro. I think that's a big part of of me as well as my family. I think
Yeah,
being a role model now that I have kids has been so important to me, and I've just been brought up that way with my parents from a young age as well, just being respectful and showing manners, and um that's just the way I want to live my life. I feel like if you should help people, if you can help people, then you should, and not that you do that stuff because it comes back around, but it always comes back around, regardless of if it's in something or if you're wanting something. I guess it's just the goodness of your heart. That's probably something that you gain from being nice. I don't know. That's a bit of a hard one, bro. You're like talking about
yeah,
yourself.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, eh? Like, why am I
Yeah.
such a good joker?
because I'm the man. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. No, but I think, like Jay said, it does come across like you portray that outwardly. So I think it's easy. A lot of people obviously have that perception of you.
Mm.
But yeah, all right. Well, we'll keep it less awkward. Next question.
Yeah, next please.
Which you've already asked that one. We got here. Oh, this is from that Kiwi Punter. What are some of the changes or impacts of Fish being at the Warriors that you've noticed with this season?
Bro, it'll have to be just
Yeah.
all the little stuff that you're doing, whether it's passing the ball, bro, the way you're catching the ball, your little feet into contact, the way you prepare for training, the way you attack training, um, the connection, bro, I think has been a massive one for us as a team. He's brought so much, You can't really pinpoint something, but if I had to, it'll have to be all the little things. And that's what makes his game like him, bro. Like it's flawless. He's someone that it's funny, bro. When he come to training, we started to set like a timer on the extras so that we all get our extras done and all of
Yeah.
that, which was a good idea. Bro, and that fella's still doing extras after the time was gone, bro. I think it got to a point where they had to start telling him to, bro, we got gym after, so yeah, just get inside, man. He's so diligent, bro. You think when you get to his level, it's all the little fundamental skills that sometimes go unnoticed, that he's really good at.
Yeah, hard. It's all the stuff too that probably doesn't show up in, like, how the game's massive on stats these days. Like Fish might not be getting the stats that a lot of or
Yeah,
some of the superstars do, but if you've watched the game long enough, you can definitely tell, what he brings to the game for sure.
yeah, 100.
Jason, got another one, mate?
Yeah, Connor Rundle. What's your KFC order or your go-to KFC order?
Bro, has this guy been watching me go to KFC or something? Damn.
Snap.
Bro, at the moment it's a twister, pepper and mayo twister combo, and a couple wicked wings. That's a go-to
Gotta
at the
have the
moment.
wicked wings.
Gotta have
Have
the
to,
wicked
bro.
wings, man.
I must. That's a go-to at the moment.
If I'm hungover, you can't beat like a solid like 12 of those.
12.
12 wicked wings. Yeah, I could make those
But
hungover,
bro,
man.
what's your sitting? How much in your sitting? In the sitting are you heading back?
I think that'll do me though. I think 12 would be my max. I feel a bit ill after that.
Is that chips on the side in that or just straight wicked wings?
Yeah, 100.
It
That's
Chips and a
commitment,
potato
bro.
and gravy.
was
Potato and
me.
gravy, you dip it in.
Well, yes.
It was me
So,
back
yeah.
in the day because you get like 20 for an actual good price. So
Yeah.
if you get like a
it's
20 pack,
expensive, eh?
have those and then save some for later when they're cold or whatever,
Yeah,
and they'd be like
Okay.
just as good. But
I agree, bro.
price has gone up now.
I think it was like $8 for 3 the other day. I was like, damn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
was
a lot of
contemplating like,
three.
well, how bad do
Bro.
I want these wicked wings, man?
it is because I got some the other day.
Oh, bro, damn.
What else we got here? We're running through them. Will Stark, this is actually a good question. After copping criticism after like a tough game or tough loss, how do you deal with it the week leading up to a game?
Yeah, it's a good question, bro. It's in those times, I think it's important to buy into what you do well, your strengths, what got you to that position in the first place, and hone into those things. You don't have to change your game or do anything. If anything, you have to buy in harder to your preparation and just going off the Vegas game.
Yeah.
I come off knowing that I didn't get my game on at all, and I was really confident leading into that Manly game that if I just played my game, like the rest would just fall into place. And yeah, that's what I did, bro. I just brought into my game like harder, did all my extras, left no stone unturned, and bro, once you get to game day, you're prepared as best as you can, and just gotta let it fall into place.
Yeah,
Pretty
definitely, bro. On Vegas, since you brought it up, obviously it was a hard loss for the boys, but overall, how'd you find the trip over and that sort of experience?
Bro, it was a good experience. I think because it was a massive game, bro. I feel like it was like Suncorp on steroids, bro. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
crazy, man. It was crazy, but it just reminded me of a way bigger Suncorp, and I think as a team we'll benefit from that experience because we do have a lot of young boys, especially coming off the bench, and we have young boys waiting in the wings, ready for their opportunity, and they would have soaked up that whole experience. And I feel like once we get to the bigger games, and we've already had a couple of them, that it'll only benefit us. So, like
Yeah,
I
true
said,
that.
circling back to that first question, like us as a team, we know that over the past 3 weeks, when we get our game on, it works. So just binding harder to our game and how we want to play.
Mean, bro. What's your next one there, Jace?
Are we saving the liquor question for last?
Oh, it's a good question. You don't have to say it for last. You can hit him with the wicked question.
Did Liquor get a spray from the coaches after not scoring under the post?
Nah, he didn't, bro. Maybe not one to give a spray out, which is
What about
nice.
Stacey?
Nah, so we haven't seen the boxes footage of when he scores.
Oh,
Let's
Yeah,
go.
Is it?
Yeah.
yeah.
I heard there's a bit of carry on. He got a lesson, bro. And like I said, man, those are all lessons for our younger boys. Bro, that
100%.
fella just come out of school, man. Like, come
Yeah.
on. Crazy, bro. Like the
He's
way
quick.
he's quick, bro. He's strong, man. He is strong for a 19-year-old. It's outrageous, bro. Like, what's in the water these days?
Yeah.
It's like for his position, he's supposed to play as well. He's out on the edge, gasses the winger. You know, he's doing like steps like the fullback. That's crazy for someone that big.
Yeah,
It's unfair.
it is, bro. And the fact that he has the confidence to do those things as well, it's the club's in good stead with young boys like him.
No, it's great, especially after COVID. Obviously, there was a stint where we didn't have much of the young boys coming through because of how
Yeah.
everything worked. So now we're starting to see, some of those boys come through, and it's crazy, bro. It's absolutely crazy. Some of these young fellas, they're lethal. Next question. Whatever. Oh, this is from a mutual mate of ours, Aaron Albert. He says, This is a bit anyway. What are your plans once you've retired from footy? Because I hear you're shit at real mahi from Aaron Albert.
I come take a job, bro. That's what I'm gonna do. Nah,
He's
but I've
talking.
got no. What's that?
There you
Sorry.
go. So
Nah,
he's
I
talking
got
about real mahi like he does it himself.
bro. Every time I've turned up to that guy's house, bro, he's not working, man, or he must see my truck coming down the driveway and jumps out and starts getting on the tools or something. Yeah,
Uh,
he's a good fella, bro.
he's a
But
top
yeah, to
man.
answer his question, I got no clue, man. Trying to sort that stuff out now because
Yeah.
damn, it comes fast.
Yeah, it would. It'll be one of those things that during it you're kind of in the whirlwind of playing and another preseason
Yeah,
and playing, and then
100%, bro.
next minute you'll just be like, oh shit, that 10 years went fast.
Yeah,
Whatever, you know.
damn. How old are you turning this year?
Like,
30.
Maybe
Damn.
bring out your own biscuits.
Oh, bro, that'd be good, eh? Griffins, that's us, eh? Collab. That'd be crack up
CUK
there.
Bicky. What would you call that? What would the flavor be if you're going to make a biscuit?
Ooh,
Now the real questions.
bro, probably like another chocolate mint or something.
Well, I'm a chocolate mint fan too. It's probably
Yeah.
more of a niche market though, but I'm a
Hey,
big
but we're
chocolate mint
niche,
fan.
bro. That's us,
Bro,
bro.
I literally just had one earlier.
Oh,
Let's
did you?
go, bro.
Yeah.
You're into the chocolate mint. All right, sweet.
Yeah.
Love,
They
bro.
got,
Don't tell Joe Tups. He says it's like brushing your teeth and then having chocolate.
That's right. That's what people say to me. They're like, it's like toothpaste and chocolate. I don't
I
know,
love
man.
it,
It's
bro.
just
Fresh.
that's just an uneducated palate, I reckon. That's what that is.
Hey, bro, I love that. I would use that when Joe says it.
I've got another one here. Kiwis. Oh, the last Kiwis campaign, obviously a little bit disappointing. How did you feel that went overall, and how did you find Stacey as being the head coach in that environment?
Yeah, it was cool, bro. It was cool being able to have Sean come in the way that he did. I thought was pretty admirable of him. We were down on troops, man, and
Down, bro.
he did come to save the day. I wouldn't say it was disappointing, bro. It's just hard, man, because we only have the 3 games really to show how the team's gelling, and bro, we gave it that game against Australia a real good crack, bro. They had a game up their sleeve and a whole 2 weeks of camp when we only had, the few days leading into the game.
That's right. Yeah.
Bro, and there were so many opportunities that we missed.
Yeah, and it's probably just that
when you
polish
grab the
missing.
detail.
Yeah, it's just that
Yeah.
polish missing, right? Yeah.
No,
And there's a lot of new
no, you're right,
combinations
bro.
as well. Like you guys had so
Yeah.
many combinations. You're trying to figure it out. And I think by the Papua New Guinea game, especially for yourself, bro, because you were playing 5'8", obviously. So how did you find that transition? Does it come naturally to you to kind of slot in there, or is that something takes a bit of time? Obviously, you didn't have much time, but
Yeah, no, it was cool, bro. I felt like it did come pretty naturally, because I did play a bit of halves and six in that coming through the grades. Having Kieran Four in there, just giving a few tips and
yeah,
his little, twist on things on how he would see the game was, bro. It was so cool, eh? It was so good to have him in your corner and just giving little tips whenever he felt you needed it. And yeah, it was funny, bro. There was a lot that I learned from that first game that he just gave me a few pointers on, and try not to make every tackle was one of them, bro. Try and
Oh,
save
what,
your
trying to
energy.
get in there. Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah,
Trying to
bro.
get
It
a
was
big whack.
just a bit of a switch in mindset, and like you said, having a bit of that polish that we sort of found towards that Papua New Guinea game.
Foz is such a legend and a weapon, eh?
Yeah,
I believe
How
he's
did-
still going.
How much longer is he going to play, eh? Like,
bro,
he's a
surely
madman.
another 10. Surely another
Yeah,
10,
he's a madman.
at least.
No, it's good to see him. I love seeing him, especially with the Pac Champs the year before. I love seeing him back in the Kiwi jersey. It was so mean, bro. And just seeing like his tenacity in that, and just when he's he was playing in the middle. Don't want to be mean, but the age he is, like, it's not an easy thing to do on the body. He's fearless when he plays, so his body's gone through the absolute ringer. So
Yeah,
he's
bro.
just,
He's
I
just
just
got
love,
that dog, eh?
bro.
He's just
That's
got
it.
that dog, bro.
That's it. They'll
Uh,
have
he-
Kieran Foran next to the definition of dog in the dictionary. That's for sure. Sweet. Did you have? Oh, what's your next one on there, Jace? Or was that all the ones that you had written down?
I've got one for myself.
Yeah, man.
When
hit
you
us.
have an away game, do you have the same roomie each time, and who is it?
Bro, so man, bro, you're just pulling on the heartstrings, bro. I've been trying to lock down a roomie, man, for the whole time I've been here, bro.
Oh,
I
hey.
yeah, so sort of trying to find a roommate. Had one with Barnes, Mitch Barnett, the 2023 year. And then I got injured during preseason, so I missed the first few games. Come back round 5, and I was like, "Yo, that's us." It's like, "Nah, I'm gonna stay with Rocco." So I was like, "Oh damn,
Oh,
bro!" So
Sad.
I got slept on, bro. Got slept on, and then bro, I was changing roommates for a few weeks, and then I started rooming with Marcelo Montoya, bro, and that was it. That was me and him, man. Couldn't separate us, bro. Got tighter, and then yeah, the bro left, bro. So I was back to searching for another roommate.
Rich.
Then I started rooming with Aaron this year, and then I was like, yo, sweet, locked down another roommate, and then bro, he just left me the week he just got,
oh, what's
The,
going
the
on?
boys.
bro. So it must be me,
Wow.
man. Me and Tamade roomed on the weekend, and that was the second time I roomed with him. Hopefully a few more with that fella, but I'm not too sure, man.
I
Might
mean,
just have to pay for my own room and just room by
He'll just
myself, or fly my
he'll
wife over or
probably,
something. Damn,
yeah,
think she
that's
won't
hard.
change,
That's
eh?
hard.
he'll probably just try to convince you to go hunting or something.
Yeah,
Ultimately.
bro, hard out, hard
How is
out.
Tamati? Obviously he's been spending a bit of time in New South Wales Cup. Had an
Killing it.
injury last year and like absolutely killing it. Yeah, that's right, Jason. New South Wales Cup. Um, how's he seem to be seeing everything at the moment and his place in the team and stuff?
Yeah, he's good, bro. He's obviously taking everything, as it comes, and I feel like the way that he's held himself and the way he's played, it's only a testimony to the type of character that he is. He's been killing it in cup, and bro, he doesn't come into training and complain or drag his lip, or he comes in every day and make sure that he gets what he needs out of the day and goes home to his family, bro. So he's playing real well, and yeah,
I
it's
mean, it's
just
great for the
business, bro.
it's great for the depth of the team though. Obviously, if someone
It
goes
is, it
down,
is,
to have someone as
100%.
experienced as him, and especially with how good he's got a good level head on him, so he doesn't
Yeah,
seem to
bro.
get overawed by anything.
Nah, even though he was 18th man on the weekend, and I just said to him after the game, I was like, bro, that was mean. Like, I know you don't want to be on the bench and all of that stuff, but it was mean having you there because he was just coming and giving tips on the run, which you wouldn't really get because we don't really have an experienced half like that sitting on the bench, just
Yeah,
looking
true.
at the
Yeah.
game. So it was cool, bro. It was mean. He's definitely got way more to give to the game, and once or if he gets his opportunity, he'll take it with both hands.
I
Yeah,
think
it'll be great to see him get another crack in the top grade, but obviously it's just the way the way rugby league works.
Yeah, no, the boys are playing well, bro, and yeah, boys are playing well, bro, and I'd never wish anything on any of our boys.
That's right.
So
Yeah,
we just have to keep doing him, bro, and if that opportunity comes, I know he'll take it with both hands.
yeah, 100%.
you were
Sorry,
saying
what was
about
that,
our
Jace?
depth, Lenny. I think they were saying on Bloke in a Bar that our club's like pretty much sitting first with like Cup and the NRL team. Like we've had 6 wins, 1 loss or something.
Oh,
Yep,
wow.
Like
yep.
with the combined Cup and NRL team, which is great for our depth and how like for a club itself, especially because we're all in New Zealand.
Bro, even the Harold Mats boys, bro, they just top of the table, which is, man, credit to them. They got a lot of young boys coming through that squad that are going to be future NRL players, and it's up to the club to create that pathway for them to get that experience in the game, making sure that they're getting that taste. And bro, it's a hard balance, man. And I know the club will do a good job of all those boys coming through because there's a lot of them.
Yeah, you just have to look back to that grand final where we got in, and all the 3 teams were in with the under 20s New South
Cup
Wales
and
Cup.
grade,
Yeah, and
yeah,
all 3 teams in the grand final. So I mean, it bodes well with those teams performing well. So
yeah,
no, it's
100%.
mean for rugby league in New Zealand, that's for sure. Yeah, get another
I was just
What are
looking
you
at
giggling about?
NZ
What are you
Jersey
giggling about?
Hunters. Any
Oh, yeah.
NZ Jersey Hunters question. He's
Yes.
asking if you can sign the jersey he has, but I'm pretty sure it's one of yours as well.
Oh, yeah. New Zealand Jersey Hunter. He's got one of your playing strip. Was it the Nines one? Oh,
I'm not too sure.
it was like that orangey coloured one, eh? From memory. But that's a random question, but yes. That's what the question is.
Hey.
The orange ones. Was that
Yeah, it's like
like 15 or 16 or?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it was on your first stint at the Waz. Something like that. But anyway, he wants you to sign it.
Yeah, bro.
But
Easy.
anyway, we can we'll liaise later.
Yeah,
We'll
easy,
liaise
bro.
later and try and get you to sign it for him.
Easy.
I think that Kiwi Punter had another one, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, that Kiwi Punter also asked, "You got any match day traditions that you have to do every game?"
Nah,
kind of-
bro. Nah, not really. I'm pretty pretty fluid with that stuff, man. Because bro, things can change. You know,
True.
especially having kids. Bro, you might not
Yeah.
get the nap that you want. They might just want you the whole day, bro. And
Yeah.
it's
That's right.
yeah, it's weird. It's there is one thing that I definitely do on game day, and it's the first thing I do. I just put my boots on, shorts, socks, skins, and my mouth guard. Just set my locker up how I would want it for the day, and that's probably the only thing that is routine, bro. But the rest,
Yeah.
nah, not really. Eh?
Because you're right. Because that could throw you if you're really a stickler for like your routine,
Gotta have this.
and something happens that can throw you. You'll be off.
Yeah, nah, and you don't want to be like that, man. I've had a lot of great mates that have a lot of experience, and they've helped me with that. And I think rooming with Jordan Rapinoe was probably the best thing for me a few years ago when I was at the Raiders. Because bro, that guy is laid back, man. For someone that plays the game at the level that he plays the game and the age that he plays the game at, bro, he's like fine wine, man. He just gets better and better. But you should see his approach. And I'm not saying that it's bad, but in terms of how I was, which was like, bro, no chocolate during the week. I'm doing this every day, and when I get to get, I was real quiet, ritual and routine like in that regard, and to have him do what he does and still perform at the level that he does, I was like, yeah, I don't think I need to be so bad. I think
So
coming up
uptight.
through the grade, yeah, you need to be, and you need to create good habits, and once you get your taste and you start refining your skill and your craft inside the game, then I feel like that's when you can probably just ease back a little bit. But at the start, I believe you need to be quite onto it.
You're talking about roomies. So with the Kiwis tour, like when you go jump back in the team, is it kind of you get paired with someone who's a bit younger in the team, or is it kind of like you get the same roomie every time, or is it out of the hat? How does that work? Or you're on a dating site for that too?
Yeah, same, bro, same. So my yeah, it's all up to them, bro. My first tour, I was playing center, so I got roomed with Ken Mamalo. My second
Big
tour,
Ken.
Big Ken. That was the World Cup, and I roomed with Joey Manu.
Oh yeah.
Joey.
And then the last two tours, I was with Foz at 23 pack champs.
Oh
Then
man.
I had Casey McLean last year.
How'd you find him, bro? Obviously both him and his brother played New South Wales under 19s. So then I was quite surprised that he and elated that he chose to rep New Zealand. How'd you find him having him in the camp and like his vibe and everything?
Yeah, mean, bro, mean. Like everyone would know, he's young, eh? He's a little liquor, bro. Straight after the tour, my boys were talking about the Kiwis game, and I just said, Case. He's like, yeah, he is daddy's winger. Well, he was 18, and how old are you? Yeah, you're 8. So you could be playing Kiwis in 10 years. Do you know that?
That's crazy, eh? That's mental.
So just, bro, it's outrageous, man. Yeah, he's got a lot to learn in the game, but for someone at his age to be able to do the stuff that he's doing is crazy, bro.
It's so
That's
crazy.
crazy, man. And he stepped into that Kiwis game against Papua New Guinea like he had played, 10 tests already. He just took it with both hands, and seeing him the way that he preps and what he does and all the little things, it's a testament to him and his family. Eh? her and his brother too, Jess. I roomed with Jesse and Maldies, and they're both the same,
Yeah.
bro. They're both the same. So yeah, credit to them and their families.
Did his brother say anything about playing for New Zealand?
Yeah, bro, they're all
Nah.
on the same boat, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, sweet. I was hoping it was a little 2-for-1 deal.
Oh, bro, that's how it is normally, isn't it?
Oh no, that's mean. It'd be cool to see him, rip New Zealand as well for sure. Did you have any other questions on your end, Jace?
Yeah, I just had almost like just a personal question. What's your like go-to day with the fam? Like once you've got a day off, or this week you got the week off, what's your like go-to with the fam? Like get out and
Yeah, bro. So, man, I'm working on it and I'm working on it and I'm working on it, but I just can't stay at home, mate. I can't stay at home, bro. If I'm at
Yeah,
home,
doing
I'm
stuff.
doing something, man. I'm outside in the gardens. So like today, normally on the day off, bro, I'll take my baby. I love it, man. I feel like it's just me and him time, and I wanted to go get
Cool.
a coffee with him this morning, but didn't work out, bro. But just spent time with them, man. Went to the shops today, just hung out, come back, did my lawns. Yeah, we just do
So normal stuff.
whatever. Yeah,
normal
normal
stuff.
stuff, bro. Nothing too erratic or different or out of the norms. On a bye week like this week, my wife wants us to go and see a little bit of our backyard, something that, bro, if I had my choice, man, I'd just stay home.
So you're gonna do what
She's
you're
good,
told.
So you're
bro,
doing what you're told.
100%,
Yeah.
man, 100%, bro. But no, it's cool, man. Like I get to see all these cool stuff because she wants to go and do it as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's nice.
Mean
No, good.
brother. For the rest of the season that you got coming up, how do you feel? Obviously you can't say how you're going to go, but what's your overall feel for the group? And how much? Because it looks like there's quite a bit more potential there that we haven't quite tapped into with, and obviously how do you see that progressing over the year?
Yeah, I feel like you said, it's quite early to say and all of that stuff, but I feel like we're tracking in the right direction. I feel the Roosters game last week was 2 weeks ago now was probably the just about complete game that I feel like we have, and that's the game model that we want to play with every week. And we left a few tries out there, bro, which is positive. It's positive. It
That's right.
means
Yeah.
our game model works, and we've known it's worked the whole time. It's just about getting it on, and that comes with combos and camaraderie and reps, 100%, bro. And you can't get those reps unless you're actually playing the game. Training, bro, you can run 50 Broncos and blow out on the NRL games.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, bro, it's about getting reps in an NRL game, and I feel like the more that we do that, and the more that we get those tough, gritty wins, the better that we are going to be for it.
100%, man.
Because like the way the spine's working at the moment, like you can see
Yeah.
it getting better and better each week. Like the way Egan and Harris Tavita and Metcalf combined in the weekend, that was
Yeah,
crazy.
it was, bro. It was
That
mean.
try was insane.
It was mean, bro. It was, and it's a testimony to their work and their craft and the way that they want to play the game as well. And they're doing all that hard work before they get to game days. It was cool to see it come off.
Especially if you draw a line from that first game in Vegas as well, just like seeing how far they're coming and just, and so like you say, if hopefully reps on reps on reps, you're gonna see them obviously grow into that. So no, it's pretty exciting, definitely, for that little combo there. It's cool. It's cool with Chanel as well, with him coming
Yeah,
back into the team after his break.
yeah,
How'd you find him? Obviously coming back into the team, like obviously that was last year, and it's been a while. But did he feel like a bit of a different person after having a bit of break from the game and coming back?
yeah. So I had spent a little bit of time with Chanel before I left to go to the Raiders, and after having him back, he's just hungry. He's hungry. He wants to learn the system that Webby wants us to play in, and every game, like you said, rep on rep on rep. Every game, he's getting more and more confidence. He's seeing the game, bro. It just looks like those fellas are seeing the game a lot slower, which is pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
And it's falling into the way that they want to play the game. Running, they want to be running halves or tipping the ball onto their big back rolls or whatever they want to do. They're getting reps and reps at that stuff, so they're only going to get better.
Yeah.
Sweet.
He loves to put a hit on as well.
Oh yeah,
He's a big boy, bro. He's a big boy.
he's got a
GG's
good
if
rig
you
on
want to
him.
try and run it straight to him. Oh,
Yeah,
mud rig.
mud rig. But I can't say anything.
Nah, he's got
You can, Mike. You have anything else, Jace, that you wanted to ask the bro? Or is that all the
just
questions you got?
this last one. Who was your or any role models, like league role models when you were growing up? Like any players that you watch, you're like, that's who I want to be.
Yeah, bro. Stacey Jones, man.
Yeah.
SJ. Oh,
Stacey
SJ.
Jones, bro.
First SJ.
Yeah, the OG SJ. Both SJs, but the OG SJ, man. It's mean, bro. I always pinch myself. Just hey, stay said, bro. Hey, bro. You know,
That must be mad.
bro, he just said fuck, bro, to me.
Yeah, that would be weird.
He's like, oh, bro, like that's mean, bro. It's so cool. I'm consistently pinching myself with that guy and always just taking everything as it comes in terms of being grateful for the position I'm in, the hard work that I've had to do to get to this position, and yeah, seeing guys like that every day is crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's absolutely.
And it's like you say, it's the hard work you've put in to get there, though, is the big thing.
Nah, it hasn't just fallen into place, bro. You know, hard work doesn't guarantee that you're going to get somewhere, but it guarantees that you're going to give yourself a chance. Yeah, that's all you can do, bro, is give yourself a chance, and you know, a little bit of luck. You need to get into a few squads. Like you'd never want it to happen, but Solomon Nakata went down for me to come into the side when I
Yeah,
debuted,
that's
and
right.
you know, I had a really good relationship with Andrew McFadden when he went over to the Raiders. So, you know, these just little things like that that may need to fall into place for you to get your opportunity. But once you get it, man, just hold it
Go
tight,
hard.
bro, because
Yeah.
it's a roller coaster, man. You don't know when you're gonna get bucked off. But enjoy it. Enjoy the highs, enjoy the lows, because when you're on the lows, it makes you appreciate the highs even more. Eh?
Yeah.
Could imagine, bro. That stint to Canberra, that was unreal, bro. I just remember that season.
Yeah, bro.
I remember being gutted when you left, but then obviously
Yeah.
seeing you get into with the Raiders, and just the run the team had. They obviously had plenty of Kiwi players as well, so they're one of the teams that Jason and I like to follow. And getting to where you guys did, that was especially seeing you being a massive part of that. That must have been awesome, bro. Like you must have been crazy looking back at the start of the year, and then at the end of that Raiders season, seeing like where you kind of got to it.
Yeah, bro. It was crazy, man. It was crazy. You have to look back and reflect sometimes, bro, because even just hearing you talk about it, man, it's just still butterflies and massive memories. Bro, I've got lifelong mates because of stuff like that, bro. It was crazy, man. It was the first you know, grand final that the club had made since '94, I believe. The next year was the first time that the club had went back to back prelims since '93, '94. And it was massive, bro, to be a part of that squad. Yeah, unfortunately, just a few injuries in the next 2 years. Just to be able to get on that train and experience the things that I experienced, you know, those are things that kids can only dream of. I still
Yeah,
feel like a kid sometimes, and
yeah,
I've got mean mates out of those experience, and I always and forever will be grateful to rugby league for the opportunity it's given me to make such great mates.
that was such
So
a
you
mean
can
game. The old
grow
six
your
again,
hair out
though, can
again.
gap it. Grow your hair, yeah, the
Oh,
legalist.
bro,
Like,
The
bro, don't
legalist, bring it
even,
back.
man.
Not a fan of it
I just,
anymore.
The bow and arrow.
I just had to like Google it quickly. I'm like, man, I'm sure you had long hair back then.
Yeah, I did, bro. I did. Man, Cappy, Andrew McFadden, Cappy, he keeps trying to get me to grow it back, bro. Grow it back, man. But yeah, I think it's going, man. I'm trying something a little bit different this year, so
Yeah.
seeing how it's going. Seeing how it's going.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I still remember that six again call in that
Oh,
game.
bro, I know, man. I know, bro. I remember it too.
Careful. I don't want to
Oh,
bring it
yeah.
up, but shit.
Yeah, bro, it was crazy, man. It was crazy. Yeah, it's hard, bro. I feel for that ref as well. Don't envy that position, but yeah, man. Joe Money,
It's the way
G,
the
he owed
game
me a
is.
ring. Yeah, he owes me that ring.
Yeah, we got a couple of mates who are Roosters fans, and I remember, you know, they had a slightly different idea on whether it was a six again or not, but, you know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, man. It's gone, bro. Hopefully rewrite the wrongs and get the first
Yeah,
one
man.
this year, bro. That'd be crazy, man. That'd be
That'd be
crazy.
mean. Sweet, bro. We've taken up a fair chunk of your time. I know you got things to do. It's your bye week, so you don't want to be talking rugby league 24/7.
Nah, you're good, bro. You're good, man.
He wants those.
But I appreciate he wants those wicked wins. But no, bro, really appreciate you coming on. Jason and I often talk about you. We're massive fans of yours, and our show's about giving Kiwi players their flowers because quite often we feel like they're a bit overlooked. So it's been a pleasure to have you on, bro, and keep killing it. And enjoy the squiggles.
Nah, shot boys. Appreciate you guys, man. Yeah, I see your guys stuff, your guys content, man. You're doing mean things, bro, and I know all us
Cheers, bro.
Kiwi boys appreciate it, man.
Oh, mean, bro, it means a lot. Yeah, because we don't get paid to do it, so that's the payment.
Soon. Yeah, sponsors. Griffins.
Come on, KFC.
Wicked Wings, KFC.
Griffins, man. We could do
shot boys.
give them the biscuits segment.
Yeah,
Give them the
bro.
biscuits.
Give them the biscuits. I agree, man. That'll be
And
good.
send a player some biscuits.
That'll be good.
Well,
I'll
you
see
buy the
Joe
biscuits,
some.
Jess. Yeah. Mint ones, chocolate mint for Joe Taps.
Yeah.
No, all good, bro. Appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your week, and please beat the Storm. So then Jerome has to come on the podcast.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Just to beat the Storm in general.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and just beat the Storm in general. All right, shot, bro.
Super,
Appreciate it.
today. Have a good rest of your guys' week too.
You too, bro. Thanks, man.
See you, brothers.
I like
It's
it.
just
I
gonna,
like it.
it's
Really
just gonna
keep 'em on
turn up.
their toes. Cliffhanger them, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but we will. Obviously, we've got a bit of a longer episode because we had C and K on for our question segment. So we'll jump. Sorry, there goes my English. We'll jump straight into the review of the round bean. And Jace, do you have the games up, sir?
I do.
All right. What was our first game of the weekend? It seems so long ago.
Oh, Rabbitohs 28 get it done over the Panthers 18.
Yes.
Also, just want to say this week was a shit week for tipping. Holy shit!
It's a very hard week for tipping for sure.
Hard week, yes. It was shit for Jace though, but yeah. No, I didn't go very good either.
How shit are we talking, Jace?
3 games, and then I don't know if you use the Super Brew app to do your picks before. I got 3.5 points. So I got a half a point somewhere, but
yeah, so you get bonus points
half
for
a point off the
margin
wooden spoon.
Yeah.
Oh, true. Yeah,
it was hard.
it was a very hard one for sure. Did you guys get this tip? Did you guys get
Hell no.
Rabbitohs over? I was quite confident, eh?
I reckon they could get it done. I said
Yeah.
last week I wouldn't be surprised if they came out of 1, but it's just too hard to. It's that it's like habit now because of Penrith. It's almost regardless if they got. I'm like Penrith. It just comes out of
Penrith
my
aren't going to
mouth.
lose 3 in a row.
Yeah.
And now what I'm saying to myself this week is Penrith aren't going to lose 4 in a row.
Yeah. And
Like, it can't
that's a
happen.
big part of it for sure. But like a Nathanless, Panthers team is always a bit marginal. But then usually they have the experience of Brad Schneider, who comes in and knows how to lead team and could almost jump into any first grade team. But they had the young guy who's only played 5 games off the bench.
Yes.
35 minutes total of NRL time. So I was like, oh man, if this is and you can never underestimate a Wayne Bennett coach team. He'll know who the target is.
100%.
I think that extra pressure on that guy, and as soon as Schneider came back on, they started scoring points again. It
was crazy.
found their feet, but yeah, I didn't put any money on it, but I was very happy with my tip. That's for sure. So
Yeah.
that one.
So I was at. We're talking about, is that Trent Tillau you're talking about? Who was it?
Yeah,
Who
the
started?
young
yeah.
guy. Yeah, because he only played 5 games, was it?
Yeah, he was in Kiwis camp at the end of last year.
No way.
Yeah, so that he didn't play, but he was in the fold.
Yeah.
Obviously,
That's
we had a shitload of injuries, but they got a big rap on him, obviously. But it's a different step, obviously NRL. So
yeah, and to lead the team as well as a 7 and to filling in for Nathan Cleary alone as well is big shoes to fill. So if he had to come in as a 6 behind and Nathan Cleary or something just to to get a good feel of the game and starting a game, I feel like he would have had more success. But it's a big leap to lead the.
it's
Penrith
a tall
game
order. It's a tall order.
Grand finals in a row. Yeah.
It was annoying. It was annoying the game because it felt like the momentum was definitely shifting, and then Moses's definitely try got disallowed. Leota's try.
Yeah.
I thought they were definitely coming back, and I thought they could easily clinch that game. But that was a very strange call. I don't know how they didn't spend more time on that.
I know, and it's almost when they decided that, like, no try, it just took the wind out of their sail because they were coming back with a hiss.
Absolutely.
Like you say, once
yeah.
Brad Snyder came on, but that was shocking. Cool.
Yeah.
Obviously, we spoke about Moses then, but for you guys, Kiwi lads in either team, Rabbitohs don't have many, if any. I don't think they got any. That stood out for you in that game at all? Was there any sort of, or do you reckon the boys might have had a quieter game? The Kiwi lads in the team.
First half is not much really to say about.
Yeah.
But I feel like obviously Scott Sorensen got HIA'd or injury or whatever.
Yes, true, yeah.
HIA, I think. But it's probably not much to say because they were obviously
Getting pumped.
run over the top of pretty much in that first half.
I mean, Ice Papali'i obviously playing prop, obviously, instead of that edge role. Do you boys feel like, I mean, he can definitely play there, but do you think that's the best use of him, personally?
Wait, he's been named at second row this week.
Oh, he has?
Yeah, because Scott Sorensen's out. But even like at prop, he made 34 tackles, only missed one.
Yeah, he'll do a job for sure, but...
Yeah, definitely.
But
no, I just think he's misutilised on that edge. Like, under a good halfback who can put him in some good spotlight spaces and stuff. But, they can always fill the gap and play that prop spot. But, yeah, I think I would pick him over Sorensen. And having Sorensen, like, off the bench is just great for, you don't really lose a lot through the middle and through the tough boys in there. So, it's them losing him early was a big, big loss.
I feel like he gives you a bit more versatility, though, as well, having him on the bench.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep, I agree. We've spoken about that, I think, the other week, eh?
Yeah.
All right, we'll keep moving then, since there aren't too many Kiwi lads operating in that game. Well,
I actually found it quite a funny exercise. Like, I just tried to jam in some, like, notes beforehand and, like, going through the teams and actually thinking, like, who's Kiwi in these? It was actually way harder than I thought, eh?
Yeah. It's crazy how much Kiwis that are Kiwis that you don't know are Kiwis.
Yeah, I wish they had flags next to their names, eh?
That'd be ideal.
I was like, is that guy? Oh, no, I think he's like this. Or, no, he's Tongan. And then... Everyone's Tongan.
Everyone is Tongan, yeah. Everyone's a doko, man.
The good ones.
I mean, Jason and I have been doing it for a while, so now we kind of...
Yeah, true. You'd have all that.
Know every single person. But you always get surprised. We still get surprised every now and again, so...
Yeah, true.
We do. Next game?
Roosters... Was the Roosters next game? Oh, no.
Yeah, Roosters 12 to the Titans 30.
Another hard tip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wrong again.
Once again, not surprised either because it's the Titans. They can turn around and put that's one of those performances together.
Yeah, for sure.
Just looking into that game. Obviously, no Kinney, which is a bit gutting. He's out for was it the rest of the season, Jace?
Yeah, I think 5 months at least, so that's pretty much the season.
Wow. He didn't get his vertebrae fused, or something.
Oh, I did actually see that. Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, he did that.
Which is a shame because he was having... Well, he's just a crazy talent, so...
That's right. He's natural footballer. He's just such a good talent, and then he's only just really breaking through that. Cemented himself as that fullback, and
so it's such a shame, eh?
Yeah, exactly. That group guy, he was pretty handy. Jalen the group, but I didn't even.
How many games? Yeah, how many games has the group played before? I haven't really heard of him before.
Only a handful. I think he debuted end of last year, so this might only be his third or fourth.
Yeah, that was only his second appearance.
Yeah.
There's a Kiwi. Oh, sorry. I was just going to say one Kiwi. I did actually. He's he's probably not going to make any crazy highlight reels, but I actually thought Zach Docker-Clay, even though they didn't get the dub, I felt like even the last couple of games, he's been actually really good. Bit of a journeyman, obviously, in New South Wales Cup. How old would he be? But 55 tackles. Oh,
he'd
shit.
be on the late of the 20s, right?
Oh, yeah. He's pretty late. It's pretty long in the tooth, as you say. But I felt he was, 55 tackles. That's crazy. Anyone else in that from the Kiwi lads that still stuck out to you? Nafa'u White again?
Nafa'u White.
Yeah, he's been really good.
He's been outstanding, eh?
Him later as well, but like him and Aaron Clark have just been amazing start to the year.
Mm.
Yeah, for sure.
Is that it? Is it?
Yeah, we got Wong.
Oh, it's still
eligible.
long, not Tongan.
He
He's
is,
a bit
but
of everything.
yeah, he's a bit of everything.
eligible. So he's
He's eligible for New Zealand, and he hasn't turned it down. I guess that's the kind of as soon as they turn it down, then we move on.
You cut them
But-
just
Yeah, we're just not on. They're done. But until they have, we still count them.
Yeah, true.
So once again, not a lot, and Robert Toya as well.
Aussie Kiwi as well.
Yeah, so he's Kiwi eligible.
Yeah,
Did we figure out he was born in New Zealand? I think from memory, yeah. Kane brought that up.
He's only what 18 or something.
Yeah, he's pretty young, bro.
Yeah,
He's impressive though.
he is very impressive. Actually, I think he's from Brisbane, Queensland. I think he might have been grew up around.
Yeah, he might have grew up. Yeah,
when he debuted or something.
I know.
Also-
I remember we looked into it because I think Kane bring it up, AJ. But yeah,
Dr. Clay's 29 as well, so he is in the
29.
later.
Yeah, the tooth is long. Sweet.
Yeah, born in New Zealand, Robert Toy.
Oh, he was born in New Zealand. Yeah. Sweet. Once again, Titans don't really have that many Kiwis in there. No, they don't really have anyone. Probably the
Foz
Adam
not playing.
Mahomes, but no Foz, no Kinney. But yes, just on them in general, I think. I mean, they're an exciting team. Tino Fa'asuamaleaui, obviously,
He's
beast.
been playing awesome the last couple of weeks. Last 2 weeks.
Bro.
Back.
Great. They need him, so it's good to see him back in their team. What do you think about the Roosters then? What do you think? Do you reckon they're capable of pushing deep into the season, or you reckon they might be a little bit done scarce?
Oh, I reckon they definitely can. Like they can push for a spot late, but it'll be when Sam Walker gets back because I just don't see Chad Townsend as their like future. I just think he's just too hot and cold and not defensively strong. He's just kind of a bit maybe too long on the tooth, as you might say.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on Bradley? He's had a few head knocks now, eh?
Oh,
Plenty.
Bradley, man, that's sad, eh? I feel bad for him. Even this year, he's had, 2
Three?
Category 1
Yeah.
HIAs and 2, HIAs that he passed or something along the lines
Yeah.
of. Is that, yeah.
And some of them weren't even from tackle. He was like friendly fire and shit. Like he just doesn't get any luck, eh?
So unlucky. I feel for him because, man, he is just like a character of the game. He just absolutely loves footy, loves the boys, loves competing. He just loves all the hard work that heaps people just shy away from. And this is how, unfortunately, I think he just needs to be retrained on how to tackle, for his size. He's just got to get their head in the right place, I guess.
Yeah, it's just always in the wrong position.
Yeah, too.
You have to start running a helmet. Start running a NFL helmet. All right, Jace, what's the next game?
Sorry, just a minute. It was Dolphins vs Broncos, 2012 to the Broncos. My first tip they got right for the week.
Nice.
Well
It's
done,
such bad-
Jason.
Hey, it's such bad weather all over. So, so many games are just
Bro, it was a
gritty,
myth.
close, yeah.
Yeah.
Like this one.
Kiwis that stood out for you boys in this one, Jace? Who kind of stood out to you?
Let's go through the team list quickly. Jordan Ricky,
Well, I'll go
good
first.
game.
Yeah, I was going to say Jordan Ricky to me. Shit, he's in for a
Yeah,
big year. I reckon he's really pushing hard. If I was naming the Kiwis team this week, he's probably grabbed one of those second row spots for me. He's been outstanding. I think he's been a lot better on attack. Obviously, probably last year he was definitely defensive minded, and that's kind of not all he done, but that's where his focus was. And I'm just feeling like they're using him a bit better this year.
Yeah.
They
I
could
think with
be
him,
match.
yeah, that's right. His connection with Adam Reynolds and a consistent Adam Reynolds will definitely help his attack too, because Adam's got some of the best vision in the game. So the more time he has with him and not having to have Adam injured and stuff and another half come in, they'll get the
out.
time. Even last week's game, I seen him make more line breaks than he has in the first two games.
Yeah,
that's right. Because he actually I guess they're finally getting some good combinations together, and
Yeah.
it's still not early. So I think he's in for a really good year, and he's looking fucking fit, and he's looking good, real good looking bloke, eh?
yeah. I mean, you could wax lyrical about how good he looked. The other one for me, I think Willison was good off the bench. Probably still needs to take that. Not that he's playing bad, but he probably does need to step up that little bit more, maybe on a consistent level. Obviously, it's hard following like Payne Haas and like Paddy Carrigan and shit. So he's in a very good pack, but I thought he was still very good. And you've got the
he's got good aggression when he comes.
Oh yeah,
I think he's got, like good aggression and good like league drive. So when he hits the tackle, he just keeps fighting, which is it's good to see sometimes. Man, I've got like a mind blank. Is Brendan Piacora? Is he? He's obviously Māori, but is he Kiwis?
He was eligible, but he was 18th man for Queensland.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's why.
So they got that
blank
stupid rule.
So does that mean that is it until he plays that he's now not eligible, or is it until?
I'm not sure, bro. I'm not sure if he can whether the 18th man counts. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it does, though. They just need to scrap that stupid rule.
Yeah, I reckon.
Anyway.
Do you reckon since he the change of coaches at the Dolphins, Jerry Marshall King, is this not getting the bit like being used to the best of his ability? I feel like
something's happening because like I was so excited how well he was playing last year, and this year he just seems like if they're not pushing up as much, so it's giving him more options to kind of dart around, but it doesn't look like there's anything really running off him, and he's not able to keep people off guard because he's quick, he's fast, and he's strong. So I don't know.
And we love Jeremy Marshall King on our potty. Like he's a great player, but this just feels like there's not the way the game's going for like the game plan. It just doesn't work for him, which is unfortunate.
Well, that's right. He was like he left the Dogs in career best form, and then he came to the Dolphins, and kept improving and became like one of the standout leaders for their team. And then this year, he just seems kind of just like a passenger. Well, respectfully saying.
Yeah, that's probably a good word though.
Yeah,
he used to leave his imprint. Yeah, and he'd usually stamp his mark on the game. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Whereas you could tell last year when he wasn't in the team. But the way it's gone this year, you probably, he's playing, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's exactly, 100%. So hopefully, they figure something out and he can start shining because, he's a big part of their success last year. So they definitely need all the help they can get at the moment.
Yeah, the old Wayne Bennett curse, eh?
Yeah, it's funny that, I genuinely thought they were going to stay relatively consistent with their team, but
yeah. Because I was looking at their team, I was like, I can't see them really shitting the bed that much, but
exactly,
it's still early days though.
They've done the old bed shit.
They've had a bed shit early.
What's
They'll be good next year when they got Daly Cherry Evans.
Straight to the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cody.
Yeah.
You're out. I probably haven't got too much to add to the other Kiwi boys in the Dolphins team. It probably wasn't their best example of a game, but we can keep moving, eh? Another upset.
Oh, Dragons get it done over the Dolphins, 14-8. Yeah,
14-8.
You did not get this tip.
I don't know how anyone could have picked this. Like, at least you're a Dragons fan. That's about it.
You'd have to be a diehard Dragons fan.
This one, then, I still reckon you tipped Storm.
Yeah.
The Dragons obviously got a horse on their logo, but are they a bit of a dark horse for this comp? Like, because look at their signings. Like, you've got Guffo, Valentine Holmes, Cook. Like, they've made some great signings, and then they got
and
Atkinson going there next year, I believe.
Yeah, and they're actually playing like to their expectation, not like dropping off when they go sign somewhere. They're actually really being standout. Clinton Gutherson's being a leader, and what's his name? The hooker's like Cook's jumping out every opportunity he can, and that tears team apart when they're fatigued. But Valentine's been really good, except for his kicking. But his his line running and his draw passing has been really great. But I just still can't. I had too much money on Storm bets. I still cannot believe it.
Bro, dude, I had multi on this. I had Valentine Holmes, Pappenhausen, and Katoa all anytime try scorers, and they brought Katoa's try back as no try. I was so gutted.
Oh yeah, even that try. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, like Katoa. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I still think they just looked into it too much because, man, that was a great try and it was like so marginal. I'm like, man,
Yeah. So slowed down.
It's such enjoyable tries to watch. You don't need to nitpick. I thought that was good
Some
one.
of the things, and commentators mention it all the time, is they slow it up too much when they're looking at it.
Yeah.
100%.
Which is
If
always
you
going to look
slow
worse
it-
once you slow it up.
If you
Yeah.
slow it down enough, you will find,
Yeah.
you will eventually find it.
Except Moses' try, you could have slowed that down to like milliseconds, and it still would have been a finger or hand on the ball.
Yeah, that's it. They would have said, "Oh, taking too long to put the ball down."
Yeah. It's taken an age. But in all fairness, the Dragons haven't played like those other games. I know it's a Storm. They haven't really played horrendously.
Yeah.
And like you said, I think Clint Gutherson was quite a stroke of genius that they almost lacked that with the fullbacks they were trying to use. They almost lacked that kind of leader
And it's the
Like-
energy that he.
energy. That's it. Yeah. And it's just vision of the game, I guess. Like he's been around that long. He'd be able to read it very well.
Because like him and Moses just have that natural competitiveness that where, like it doesn't matter what they're doing, they're like competing, and that no matter what group you're in, like that's going to uplift people around you. Because if you're a real leader, like people are not going to want to let you down. So he's picking them all up, and like Sloan, I think he can really develop being around Clint Gutherson and really get that drive to become a really great outside back, because I think Sloan has so much potential, but he just
For sure.
lacks, I don't know, confidence and drive, I guess, to really be that person. But no, exciting times to be a Dragon fan, because it's been a while.
Was there no money shown this game? Maybe that's the key. Did the bro?
No,
No, he didn't get a try though, did he?
I don't think he scored.
The
nah.
celebration.
I was. How good is the celebrations? Even when they were like 20 something down, he still chucked the celebrations out
I don't know if that's good, man.
in one of the games.
Yes,
Oh,
it's a bit
it's hilarious.
Crazy, It's a bit-
It is
It is
hilarious.
hilarious. I do love the energy
Is he-
though. It loves
Yeah.
bring energy. And then what's his
Is he
name?
on a train and trial or something?
Yeah, that's right. He's really trying
Show
to
me the money.
Because Valentine, because that's the one thing I noticed. As soon as Valentine scored that first try, he was like, because Valentine scored it going this way, he jumps up facing the left, like, yeah. And I'm like, I don't mind that at all. But then when they're down by 20 and you're doing these ones, I was like, brother,
Yeah.
wind it back in, wind it in.
Wind it in.
It was so funny.
Yes. Storm team. I'm just trying to think. So Big Willie
Alice?
was back.
Big Willie.
The Big Willie was out. To be honest, I can't remember much of his game. To be fair, I did watch the game though. Maybe that's a statement for how he played.
Yeah, there wasn't much. There wasn't really much highlights, was there? Like,
No. He's got
Yeah.
194 run meters, 81 post contact, 1 line break. So obviously he didn't play bad. Just trying to think who else is Kiwi. Jack Howarth is dead to us because he turned us down.
did Howard turn us down?
Yeah, last year he came out and made a statement. He played for New Zealand A's, but
Yeah,
wants to
that's what
play
I
state-
thought. And I was like, oh, he's done. Sweet.
yeah, that's what I thought he was locked in. But that doesn't mean shit. So he wants to play State of Origin, which is fair enough.
So
Change
if
the
we had debuted him into the top team, he would have maybe stayed.
Yeah, well, he wouldn't be able to play for Australia or Origin after that point. So
I feel like we should have just done that thing that the All Blacks sometimes do and just pick one really good player and then not pick him again
yeah,
until you're ready.
psycho. Oh shit. Right.
Yeah, sorry, bro.
Not many Kiwis in this game either, to be honest. We're slim pickings at the start here, guys. Okay, we'll
Yeah,
keep
what-
moving
what-
though.
What are all the boys doing? Are they injured or something?
Don't know.
Oh,
must be
oh,
yeah, we've
Hughes is out.
got a few Warriors. A few New Zealand players, Kiwi players out, don't we? Hughes is in the reserves for this week too. I see.
Hughes is?
Jerome.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
He was in the
Well-
well-
wasn't he?
Oh, not in the reserves. Sorry, he's like number 21 or whatever. So
Oh, yeah, the extended bench.
yeah, extended bench. That's the one.
Um,
All right, Raiders, Cowboys. Another one I got wrong.
30-20 to the Cowboys. They
Hey,
finally
I
got
got
it.
right though. First try scorer.
Oh, who was that?
Joey Tarpany,
Joe
41s, wasn't
Tapani
it?
paying
You did
41s. Yeah,
Yeah.
You did
I had a
not.
big day at the races and I'd opened
Yeah,
about my
well,
10,000th beer on the couch watching the game, and I was like, oh fuck it, I'll put $10 on Tapani to get a try.
Great bet.
And then I was looking, I was like, 41s. I reckon he's a chance at that.
Have a
Slapped it
little
on,
Well,
spilt my beer.
our
When he
rule
got
is if you get on at any time, you normally have to get on first try.
You
'cause-
got it, just in case.
100%. I agree because there's nothing like you kind of feel a bit robbed when like any time scores first. You're like, fuck, I could have just quadrupled my bet. I actually went the other prop. Was Papali'i starting? Was he not starting?
Pups.
Oh no, he didn't start. Sorry, I think he was named to start, and I backed him for first try scorer. and then he
the
got
old
benched.
switcheroo.
Yeah, the old late switcheroo on me. It wasn't good.
Yeah, he was on the
Oh
interchange.
yeah,
but
because
with
they
jersey
chucked in
number
Trey
8.
Mooney.
Yeah, I love him because I just love him for his smoky. Yeah, he's just enjoyable to watch.
Yeah.
Big puppy.
Oh, the other week too, like he got one, and that's why I went with
Yeah,
Taps because I was
that
like,
funny one.
oh, Papali'i got one last week, so I think I'll go him. But yeah,
It can happen. It can happen. Now,
it can happen. What happened there? Cowboys are they back?
It's just a change.
They might be back. They look better.
Halfback, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
Jake
a
Clifford.
completely different team.
Clifford played last week though, like the week before. That was his first game.
Yes,
back.
he
I
did.
think they dropped.
Yes, he
Oh,
did.
Oh, did he? I thought it was
Yes.
his first week this week.
No, I'm pretty sure he played last week. Eh?
Yeah, but I guess they were playing a harder team last week. I think were they?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, the Raiders have been playing so well. I just thought,
Me too.
and the
Really. I tipped
Cowboys
them
have
as
been
well.
going so shit. I was just like, surely.
Yeah, they tipped. Oh, sorry, they played the Broncos last week, and Old Clifford was his first game, and they still did all right. It was that
They did actually.
2016. So they're building with Clifford.
To be fair, they won against the Broncos. They had their opportunities and they just quite didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's probably a bit unfair of me to say that's fully shit.
But the first two games, they were pretty average. So
Yeah. Anyone for you, Jace, from a Kiwi perspective? Obviously, I'm going to say Joseph Tarpany because he paid me out. But anyone for you, Jace, that stood out for you?
Right, I'm just in the wrong tab. And I've got to open it again.
I told you can't go on bloody YouPorn while we're doing the show.
You can't say that online.
I seen his eyes light up. Hey, ooh.
I'm battling here. It's not opening. How did Neem's game go? I can't remember how he went.
Names.
I think he was okay. It added some punch, but once
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
it was almost like the Bros game we're talking about earlier. I didn't feel like he made a noticeable difference coming on,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which I felt last year he was.
Yeah. He might have even given away like a penalty or something early, and I was like,
I think he. Yeah, that was a little bit painful, but he's a good talent. I think he's just warming into it. Hopefully.
yeah, I love the big West Coaster. I reckon he's going to be great for us in the long run.
Yeah, I think even his stints in the Kiwi jersey he has had, he's been bloody brilliant. There's definitely something there. But they haven't been playing that well either. But they did obviously play well this week. They don't have many other Kiwis in their team. They had an ex-Kiwi
And
called
the
Jason
centres were pretty
Tomalolo,
quiet that week.
for the Raiders. Yeah. I thought Taps was mean. Like obviously it's the Taps. You can say that every week usually. I was just trying to see what his numbers were. It's probably not the biggest numbers he's ever cranked out. 115 run meters, 32 post contact, 1 line break, and 1 first try. But yeah,
Well, Sebastian Chris, he didn't do a whole lot this game, did he?
no, he was outstanding the first few games. So
That big couple reach tries.
yeah, and he's just powerful. He's a powerful runner of the ball.
Yeah, I like
Pretty
him.
solid fella. So
Yeah.
yeah, don't know. The thing is, our mate Dre always says this about the Raiders, that they always have a bed shit in them. You can never fully trust them. So he's proves correct that week. I really thought they'd get it done this week, but it wasn't to be. All right, keep moving. Doggies, Sharkies. Didn't get this one right either. This was quite hard to pick,
20
though.
to
I thought the
Sharks
Doggies
6.
were a good chance. Yeah, Doggies 20, Sharks 6. what did you think of the game, Ferg? Did you what do you think about the Sharks' performance? Do you think that was up to standard, or do you think the Doggies just played well?
I actually thought this was going to be a lot closer of a game than it turned out to be. I thought that the Sharkies were actually going to get the bob of the head on this one, but I was actually at a boxing match, so I couldn't actually watch it. So I rewatched the highlights, and it looked pretty good. Like, it looked like a tough contest, but but I didn't actually get to see a lot of the insides of the actual game. So I'll hold an opinion and take your guys on board. What do you reckon? What happened?
From my perspective, I just think it looked like it was a tough game in the middle, and that's going to suit the Doggies. Not that the Sharks don't like that, but that is. Was it as wet as the other games? Jace, do you remember? I can't remember it being as wet as the other games or wet at all.
It was. No, it was. Conditions were good.
Yeah, I can't remember it being wet. It was a bit of a weird one. I think the Dogs were just after it more. They're actually looking really dangerous, to be honest.
4 from 4. Yeah, absolutely.
And just the way they've been winning too. Like, sometimes you'll get a team. It's all like, you know what I mean. Like, there were teams that'll pump someone, and then they'll go shit the next week.
Yeah, they'll blow them out, and then all be confident that next week they'll just be like, oh yeah, someone will turn up, and then nobody turns up. But yeah, that's why I just love, like, gritty, resilient win is the best win you can kind of have. And they've been proving that, and so are the Warriors too. But
that's right. Yeah, we'll get to that. They're on a similar boat, I feel, just the way they've been finding a win. Like you say, I agree that winning like that, you usually learn a lot more than, say, fucking pumping someone by 30 points.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like a training run. All right, Eagles defeated the Eels at home at 4 Pines Park. Thoughts on this game, lads? Eels, I think I don't know if my opinion's what everyone else's is, but I feel like the Eels are slowly starting to find some things.
Yeah, very slowly, but
they look better this game. They definitely look better, and they're actually in the contest for a fair part of it, which was a bit surprising. But yeah, I think they're looking more promising, and as soon as they get their Mitch Moses back, I think they'll be a completely different team, eh?
It just goes to show they really lack that kind of, which obviously is the question mark on Dill, is whether or not he can provide that for the Knights. But
I think that's the worst signing in history. I think it's terrible.
I just don't know if it's great for him either. I don't know.
Oh, it's great for his bank account.
It is, but for him as like a player, I'm just, you're gonna when you do those sort of signings too, that sort of the fan base are expecting results based on what you're getting paid.
Yeah, the Anthony Milford effect. Yeah,
yeah, and it's like you don't blame them. Yeah, exactly. You don't blame the fan base, but the thing is, they're buying a 5'8" for a lot of money to play in a different position. He's going to have to really learn that. Exactly. I think he can get there, but it's going to take time, and because they paid him so much money, you don't.
He's got 10 years.
Yeah, he's got 10 years to learn.
It's just annoying well because, like, every time he gets the ball, the commentators bring it up.
Exactly. That's right.
It's just like
it's actually getting painful. I feel sorry for him. I mean, he's going to get paid out, but yeah, I just hope he proves everyone wrong. But he's kind of struggling at the moment, so.
Like, even just the small things in a game, I just don't think they really, like, scream the attributes of, like, a really controlled, level-headed 7. Like, he's got fantastic flair, lots of ability, good eyes up footy, but he just doesn't have that, like DCE, kick to a corner, be real boring, grubber it out, like, settle the boys through the middle. I don't know, it just doesn't scream like 7. So actually, I think it's too long. 5 years, I think, would be a great deal. But 10 years to commit, man, that's a lot of money.
It's very interesting. I just did not see that coming. So,
nah, but hopefully he proves us wrong and he really dominates. And who knows, he'll be our Kiwi 7. Who knows?
Well, he may be. Imagine that could be quite the story.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to this game. Seagulls get it done. No, it's just as bad. Tommy Turbo out with another injury, eh? So he wasn't. Yeah, that's right.
He done played half the game.
Actually, what did I only catch I actually caught the end of this game. I didn't see the whole game, but what I did see, and the commentators were saying it, is that Dylan actually had a pretty solid last 10 to 15 minutes. And they were questioning where was that, the whole game, which was fair because I think he might have set up a try and just his running was good. I'm not sure.
He put in a really good kick choice, and then I think he actually was pretty.
He was just taking the line on, I guess it looked like.
Yeah, true.
And they were just saying where was that for the rest of the game. So it's whether just finding his groove. Who knows? Sea Eagles though, back at Four Pines look unstoppable.
That's it. They just love being at home in front of their crowd, eh? They find a way, and Daly Chervin looks like he doesn't age, at all. He just does his job.
It's just crazy how good he's gotten, eh?
Mm.
I don't know how, it might not be a popular opinion, but he's got better. He's actually got better. It's actually crazy.
He's literally aged like a fine wine.
A very good, nice red Shiraz, I reckon.
It was pretty cool him coming up to the ground to a cheer in a actual celebration.
Did you lose him?
There's no hate from the fans.
Yeah. That's the respect he's kind of earned over the last 10 years.
Yeah.
That's it. Because he's given lots of notice. I think the only way he's going to really turn people against him is if he signs for a team in Sydney. I think everyone will turn on him if he does that.
Yeah, because everyone's saying Queensland teams, obviously.
Because that's it. Home is the excuse.
Yeah.
Kind of like that whole you release a player for personal or family
compassionate
reasons.
Grounds. Yeah,
just one Queensland, one Sydney team, the Roosters.
Yeah, that's it. That's the money grab. But then I reckon every Manly player will just hate. Or every Manly supporter will be like, "Nah,
they'll be off him." Yeah,
yeah.
And he actually looks like a fine wine because he's got a long neck, just like a wine bottle.
I was trying to think of a neck joke.
That's good. That was real good.
Oh, you can think of one neck time, Jazz. Our boy Jazz playing hooker too. He's been quite the little revelation there, isn't he?
Yeah, they're loving him, mate. They're loving him as a starting hooker. He's not overly dangerous, but he's solid.
I think defensive. Oh, he wasn't. Sorry, Kaz, but he wasn't that good against the Warriors defensively. But I think in general, though, he's pretty solid through the middle. And like you say, starting games, distributing the ball, some good carries too. So shout out to Jazzy.
Oh man, I'm actually such a big Jazz fan that I now like Manly because I was so gutted he left us. But so I was just looking at his stat before, and it just goes to show so Jake Simpkin was their top tackler for Manly, and he's off the bench hooker. So does Jazz stay on in that last period as well, and as plays like a lock utility or something like that? Because
so what does Simpkin play?
Bench
50, and Jazz played 37. So there's a little bit of overlap.
Yeah, true.
So he must push the lock for a little bit, I think, maybe at some point.
They must just really like how he starts the game. Just experience.
I think he suits them too.
Mm.
And I think like you say, the Manly fans will love him. It's pretty hard, if to be a fan of the team he's in and not. Because the one thing about Jazz is he has a fucking crack every time.
That's right. He's just passionate between anything. Even if he has a bad game, you just can't give him a stick because he's out there giving it all, and sometimes you just can't be your best player, and can't.
His errors are because he tries too hard, or he's you know what I mean? They're not
stuff. Yeah.
It's not from lack of effort. It's the opposite.
100%.
Bro, that video of him versus us chucking the ball after we scored.
The water bottle.
The water bottle.
I love that.
Yeah, he's such a pest. It's great.
Yeah,
and obviously he's just good mates with all those boys. So he's just screw you.
Great banter because I love that he threw it at their legs. He's not actually there to hurt anyone. He's just making a funny joke that he's just guys,
fuck you guys, man.
Why can you do this last year?
Yeah. All right, we'll keep chugging along.
Game of the round.
Main event, baby.
The main event. How good. A lot more Kiwis in this game, so we'll be able to spend some more time on it. Warriors
26.
Down the Tigers. Sorry, you go.
Tigers 24. What a game for the heart rate.
Terrible.
Wild game.
Terrible for the heart rate. What are you talking about?
Like, not good for the heart rate.
Yeah.
It was sending it an overdrive.
Yeah. I was standing up yelling at the TV. My wife was just looking at me like, "You loser," even though she liked the Warriors. She was videoing me sending Snapchats to the boys like, "Look at this guy."
I don't know if you've seen our story, but the missus fucking got me a beauty. I went to go get a beer out of the fridge. Yeah, I went to go get a beer out of the fridge, and she's got her phone out, and she's done the old, oh my god. Then I've fucking run back in, sprinted back in, got halfway out to the beer fridge and turned around, fucking run back in. What? Nothing. Just
That was good. To check that out. I love it.
I sent her a message saying, "That's some of your best
I
work."
couldn't be mad at her for that because I was like, I couldn't be mad at the end because I was like, that's real funny. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, this is a sad walk back to the beer fridge.
Yeah.
You know what?
Then she had the fucking nerve to ask me for a drink while I was out there.
Classic.
No.
Classic.
You know
right,
what?
Lots of Kiwis in this game. Who stood out to you, Jess? Oh, sorry. I've lost you.
Sorry. Am I there?
You go. Sorry, I just asked you a question, but you talked over me. Yeah.
Sorry. I was going to say, one of the most hectic parts of this game was when we kind of let that soft try, or it was dry, and it just before half time, and Talon De Silva getting that kick from the sideline.
Bro.
That was a mean kick.
What a kick.
It was a real mean kick. Should have made it.
Yeah, the funny thing was, my young fella, he watched it in the morning while I was having his breakfast before Kura, and he was like, he basically said, "Oh, what a shit kick!" But because you know how it bent around late, then he was like, "Oh,
it was so good." I was like,
I was a bit disappointed in that, because I was like, just hold it out to the half, and then
that's it.
They just let
I was
that in.
trying to find which try that was. Who was that again?
That was Stafford
Tour, yes.
Oh,
for my fantasy team. It was like
there was a bit of a break.
Yes and a nah because I had him in my fantasy team. I was like, fuck yes. Fuck.
And I was thinking, just another Kiwi scoring against the Warriors. How good.
Well, we had him on the potty, but Charnze, good again. 233 metres for 28 runs and 61 post contact. 3 tackle breaks.
Another effort man, Another man that just loves the effort and always puts in.
Bro.
We actually call him Charnze Nicoll-Klokstad because he's a bloody workhorse.
Yeah.
That's it.
There's one thing with Charnze's game. It's that tackle at the end,
Oh.
Where he came up with that hit on, was it their winger? I can't remember.
But
yeah, it was
down.
on.
Yeah, that's right. Like
Taruva. Like we forgot to bring that up to him.
Yeah, we should have hit him up about it, but fuck, that was a good tackle.
Yeah,
Ball and all, both.
Exactly. Yeah. They wrapped them up, no options. Because what we were saying earlier about Jazz Savaga, about he's just a big effort man, and some of his errors come from effort. Like there was that one play in the game where I think we're inside like our 30 and then 20 as they were making meters, but he made the first 2 tackles. Like Charnze made the first 2 tackles in the set, and then he ran back at fullback, and then like he kind of over chased the spread, and then that's when that guy just went straight through. And I'm like, man, I love you, Jazz. I'm in Charnze because he's just tackling, doing all the hard work early.
Yeah.
But then it's that little one thing. It's like, oh no, it just is
hard,
because he just went straight through too. Easy.
The thing that Charnze actually said earlier is that in the Kiwis camp, having to play 5'8", there's that Foz actually mentioned that to him.
Yeah.
About trying to do too much.
Yeah, true.
Especially playing 5'8", about chasing, like, trying to get, or just trying to be in everything. When it sounds a bit weird, but not to try and be in everything, Yeah. Because obviously that means you get out of position and.
Yeah, and that's it. And like a lot of people know people who like to overchase, so they'll try to draw you in, and then they'll attack back into where your spot's supposed to be because the defense is out of position. And like a lot of people, their game IQ is fucking tenfold of that, so they're doing all that plus more. And then like also if you're over chasing, I was going to say, if you're kind of doing a bit too much, you can just especially in the halves and in fullback, you're a bit more fatigued in those areas where, your communication is so paramount. It's like when I played, not like as a NRL or anything, but like I would always try to like minimize as much as my halves work as possible, just to make sure that they are, as soon as they're in the with good ball and stuff like that, they're just on the ball. They think
Yep.
I'd make all the
They got
extra
energy.
do,
Yeah.
and that's it. Because like
Yeah.
Chance will like if they get in within his radar, he's going to try and tackle them with everything. So it's like it's a hard one, but like, overdoing it and over chasing can really create some holes and stuff like that. But love
Can
Chance.
get you in the end.
Yeah,
Yeah, 233 run meters, which is
he's
great,
today.
especially off the
hit
back of. Oh, but
Sorry.
there's a couple of sets he done like a couple, like
Exactly,
set.
man. I was thinking, like, man, he has taken like one or two, like almost every set.
Where's his? I got it up here. Where is it? Oh, he had 28 runs.
Far out. That's
The
actually
most of the
wild.
team.
Like,
That's wild.
that is nuts.
Crazy.
What a
Crazy.
weapon.
3 tackle breaks as well.
What do you reckon about that tackle on the shoulder, the penalty, the game winner?
I mean, he got him in the face.
Yeah.
The way I look at it,
That's why I look at it. If
Well,
it's the other way around, they do the same.
yeah, but it's also, it comes in like roundabouts because Luai shouldn't have been on the field.
No, absolutely. That was ridiculous. Yeah.
All these Tiger fans are complaining about it, but bruh, Luai should have been sent off. And now they've come out and said any contact to the head is a send off or 10 in the bin.
Well, that should have been anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't really understand all the hate for Charnze because, like, when has the onus been on the runner to run? As the onus has always been on the tackler to lower the tackle position to someone. Then it's I don't know when I've ever heard like, oh, he's run into his shoulder. It's like the guy's trying to tackle him. You got to low. He's not diving down. Slipping.
Yeah.
He's running at
you've
a
actually
pretty relative head height, and then they're trying to make him the.
I've seen players go down with much less. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
you've tried to
I have
headbutt
no
him.
problem with
That's
it.
penalised. But yeah, I had no
But
problem with it.
do you I don't think it because
Like it was still a hard kick. It was 40-something meters
the other
out,
thing
wasn't it?
too is like it's a very hard kick. The other thing too is like they're saying it's more about staying down till they check it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then they do check it and it's correct because he's fucking tackled him in the face. So it's like
That's true.
you can't blame players for like having to stay like it's part of the game.
Yeah, I think as Warriors we've been guilty of not doing that, and I've been real irritated. Like we just cop the tough hit, and then we just get up and play the ball, and then it's like 3 tackles again. You made a bad tackle. You're on report. Bang, no penalty, like no advantage, and we're just like, oh sweet, we'll just go fuck ourselves because we're tough. But it's just we don't get the good bounce of the ball. But yeah, I absolutely love that Charnze to stay down, and to win the game, you got to do what you got to do, and he did the right thing. So,
and the other thing, like, and even Benji came out, which I feel a bit sorry for the bro, but they've had a better start. He's going okay. He shouldn't be. I mean, he should be gutted because they probably should have won, but the Charnze penalty didn't cost them the game, and he'll know that deep down. And he's given us. He also said like they got no favors. Obviously, Luai stayed on the field. That's a pretty big favour.
It's a huge favour, exactly.
And that
Also,
was diabolical because he actually came up, shouldered him in the face.
like come off his feet, didn't he?
Yeah, off his there's all the things there which what people are saying pointed to a very straightforward. You're gone.
But what is it like? Forceful contact or something along the lines
Yeah.
of that. That's it. Like he had, he had opportunity to lower his, have mitigation, lower his tackle, but nah, bruh, straight to the
face, and then not set off.
Yeah.
All right. Who else stood out for you guys? Obviously, there's a lot of Kiwis in this team, but
probably one of the best signings, or probably bang for buck, what you paid for him is Aaron Clark.
Oh
The
man,
bro.
yeah. He's been playing real well, and I was very skeptical of him as a signing. I just didn't know if he had enough. I don't know, like variety in his game or something. But he's just been solid, and he's been running real and doing all the tough tackles. And I think he can be a better version of Dylan Walker, like moving forward. He's good gun middle.
He's got a good pass on him too. I think he's been when we're trying to get a bit wider for shape in that. I think he's been really good. But I do like that he runs first before doing that.
Exactly.
I really felt like a few times last year we were very lateral.
Yeah.
and would just be shifting it. Even at the start of the season, we were doing that a bit at the start. But yeah, he's more run first and then look to pass, which I do
That's
prefer.
some of Dylan Walker's like downside is that he's such a good ball distributor that he will just like happily just go, this is the shape we're playing up here, bang, back door or inside or whatever. But he draws no one in because he just kind of everyone knows he's passing, and it very rarely that like with Aaron Clark, he usually takes a few real good strong ones early, and then he'll take it close to the line. And he's actually drawing those defenders in. So
he's got great leg speed as well. Good play the ball. He's
Yeah.
actually been outstanding, So great signing.
Good question.
Who
boys. Is Leka Kiwi?
he is at the moment?
Yeah, at the moment. Please
Hasn't turned it down.
Lekker.
Sign him now. Debut him now.
Sign him now. Stacey,
Yeah.
the good thing is Stacey's is in the coaching camp, so it's like he could have a word.
Yelling at him to get closer to the pin.
Bro,
Oh, mate.
that was hilarious.
Because he was doing what I was doing.
Yeah, we're all
Like I almost woke the kids up. I'm like, fucking go under the post.
You know what's funny?
in the 40-meter.
Yeah, I'm
I
like,
had a,
the early celebration as well. Shit. Early celebration. We're still behind. Didn't run into the post. But what he done before that was outstanding, obviously.
I had to go check. I think we had a bug or something in our room, and the missus was like, "Can you come grab it?" So I went down, sorted that real quick, came back, and I didn't realize it was showing the replay of his try. So I was sitting there, like, "Yo, go Lekker!" And then it's just like, you know how sometimes it will skip a part of the
break
replay, and then it'll go to something else. I was like, "Oh fuck, it's a replay. We got it, yo!" But man, what a try!
Man, such a freak, and that early celebration just kind of shows his age, I guess, and like the game awareness of that he needs to get closer to the pin. But you let him away with it, considering he's only 19. But man, what an absolute talent he's going to be.
Which is like Charnze said as well. He's only young. He's still. It's crazy to think he's a 19-year-old kid's doing that sort of thing, eh?
Yeah.
He's
man,
mental.
imagine playing him in like the 18s last year or something. He's just an animal.
That would have been mental.
He's probably faster than half our backs.
Yeah.
Well, he's faster than half the Tigers' backs.
Man, he had some good speed, eh? I reckon he'd make an amazing sevens player. Just like he just would be a freak. He'd be like a Victor Vito / Rico Ioane type. Sevens player. He'd be
just for how big he is and how he moves. Yeah, it's crazy. It's unfair.
It is unfair. Can't wait to sign him for a 10-year deal.
Lock him in.
Get the Dill Walker contract out. He'd probably play halfback as well, Lick, I reckon. One Kiwi on a shout out, who's often quite goes under the radar a bit, but Adam Pompey, that first try.
Awesome.
Unbelievable.
Just the knowingness to keep his arm above.
That's what I was saying to my wife. I'm like, the thing is, when he got tackled, he had enough to keep it off the ground and then also reach out like that.
Yeah.
A lot of people wouldn't have scored that try. They would have got tackled, hit the ground, and then...
and then got ready when they send that line.
But he knew. He's just like...
Yeah. And the fin on the inside too, like...
what's his name?
Actually, who's the person who gave him the ball, the prop? Fisher Harris. Gave him
Fisher Harris.
Nice offload.
Good position. And then he just fended him straight in the chest, used his momentum off the tackler, got in front, and then bit of razzle dazzle. See you later. Stendo arm.
Yeah. The thing about Pomps, he's probably not the fastest outside back, but what he does possess is an epic fend, brilliant footwork.
And most importantly, goal kicking.
Goal kicking as well, if you need it. He can do that as well.
His defense has been subpar for me this year. I don't know if it's just a combination of thing with his halfback, but with his halves partner, but he just seems a bit too eager to get in there.
Yeah, a bit jammy.
And that also creates that doubt that Roger would have also with wanting to jam in too. So it's a bit.
Do you think maybe it's a bit of a system they're trying to implement? Because I know with the Seagulls game, with the Seagulls game, they were fucking that's what they were doing.
Yeah,
at the start.
It was just making me furious. I like because I played centre, and I just never liked the idea of jamming unless like it was just
Same,
like a
yeah.
broken play and you could kind of see the ball really going to make its way. Then you got plenty of time, but otherwise, the trust on the inside is just it genuinely
Up and slide out,
you know,
yeah.
up and slide. You jockey back, you got
Yeah.
coverage. The chat comes from the inside. I don't think there's unless you're on your line really like.
Yeah.
Where there's not enough.
Yeah, it does look like a bit of a system that like look to be persisting with. It did kind of pay divvies with the Seagulls game. The Turbo like making the odd pass to the ground and whatnot, but it's a very high risk.
Extra pressure. Yeah, that's especially if they've got so much speed. Give them half a gap and they're going to be gone.
Oh, yeah, you've got to get it.
Yeah, well, like
fucking 100% right.
Our right side's been pretty good on defence, so
yeah, true.
Yeah, so it seems a bit more, but yeah, I'm definitely that try made me happy. Pompey's still kicking around. I was like, yes, all right, another week, Pompey. All right, I'll keep you in.
I've got a shout out to make.
I thought Fish was this was probably one of his not better games, but probably the best game he's had probably this year. Just a bit more. I don't know what it was in those first games. Not like reserved, but he done it last year too with Penrith, where he wasn't like out there to kill everyone from the first game. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Have you boys noticed that a bit, or what do you reckon?
Oh, sorry.
You lost me.
You? No, good.
Anyway,
yeah. Because what I was thinking is like, he's obviously going to come into his game, obviously more, and he does a lot with just the culture of their team. But that's what I found like amazing about Aaron Clark coming in and it's been hissing straight away. But then you still got Fish to get to that level of just when he's going to be, like you say, want to kill people.
Yeah, I felt like he was much more aggressive this game compared to the other ones. And a couple of his carries, he looked to, not that he didn't have intent the first few games, but this looked like he was really cranking into it.
Who put the hit on Galvin and had him like almost spewing? Was it Halasima or Valmaga?
Well, I think it was Vaiamonga,
Fuck, he got him good.
Yeah, that was a great tackle too. Had him winded, everything.
The thing with those two kids is they need to get a different haircut. Because it's very hard to differentiate the two of them.
They should just both be on complete other sides of the field.
Yeah. One of you needs a kinner.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know which one, but
Halasima plays wing.
Yeah.
What, back in?
No, I don't know.
No, just when he got his try, he was on the wing.
Just for that 1 minute.
Yeah. Oh,
a shout out, and there was a lot of talk about him coming into the team, but Edward Cossey, man, he was good.
I must admit, I got to eat my words because I was off it.
Me too.
But he was outstanding, very safe.
Runs,
yeah.
200 meters, 60 post contact.
Shit.
That 3 tackle breaks, I think. Yeah, 3 tackle breaks.
You know how many kickoffs he had to catch as well? And I'm thinking, no. Because I kept kicking it to him on the kickoff, and they obviously done that on purpose, but he swallowed every one.
Yeah. I like that he didn't try to overplay his hand. He just he did everything a winger needs to do, and to be a reliable outside back. And yeah, he impressed me a lot for sure. I'm definitely glad he's there, and because I was definitely worried. I was like, they're going to target him, they're going to put bombs up on, they're going to contest. He's going to drop a whole bunch of stuff. He's going to drop his head, and then it's just going to be a slow decline. But he played really well. So yeah, good shout out.
You know what's crazy? I was just going through his stats. Apparently he had 2 handling errors, but I don't even remember them.
What?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember them either.
I had him down for no errors.
I had him down for no errors as well.
No, the NRL site's just playing up. They're just putting some
They're
on
trying
there.
to stitch the bro up. Already pre-entered today.
Pre-entered. And I must admit, I was very happy to see Bunty have it. He was pretty impressive, I thought. I thought Bunty Afar was good.
I thought bringing him off the bench, bringing him in for Dylan Walker was kind of not to our normal game plan, I guess.
Yeah, and I was actually surprised.
I thought for sure
Yeah.
Tamata Martin was going to be in some regard, but he played so well. He's always been a bit of a fan favorite because of his big hair and all the big hits and
The big
the
runs,
Bunty.
yeah.
But no, he was really good. I was glad to see him back. Glad to see him
Yep.
back in it.
I think he had a great game. Where did the boys see the Warriors? Like, you must... Oh, Chanel, yep. I forgot about him.
Yeah,
I have to eat my words with Chanel a little bit too. I feel like he's getting better.
I think he's getting way better. Yeah, every game
Yeah.
he's getting that little bit better and better. And I thought, especially from the first game in Vegas, that the key for us to have success was Luke Metcalf and Tamata Martin. So
Same.
But,
yeah, I had that down as well.
The experience and the control and the leadership of the game, but Chanel has been outstanding in every game. And that try that they scored where both halves pushed up, Wade Egan made the breakthrough. That's just like
Beautiful.
a great supporting spine. Like, the left hand knows that the right hand's know the left hand's pushing through to be there. And, I was very impressed with that. So Chanel gets a very well deserved shout out, and hopefully he keeps building.
Oh, it's very good. We spoke Charnze earlier about the potential. I still feel like that still wasn't. We didn't play a perfect game, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think there's a lot more potential in us yet, and that's and just still. Last year we weren't winning those type of games either. Like
right,
we just lose those games. Yeah, instead of just winning them. So it looks good. Looks good, man. All right.
So did he happen to address any kind of those like transfer rumors or those signing rumors for next year, like with Chanel or Tamata Martin or something like that?
Nah, he's still working through that with there's quite a few working pieces at work, so that was parked to the side until
Fair.
And it was better anyway because when we got actual talk about like real like him,
actual
the
things,
team,
not rumors. Yeah.
No,
fair enough.
because obviously,
because some
there you
weird
go.
ones,
Sorry,
it doesn't really make too many sense. So like the
I
Chanel
hope
not being looking to ship him over. I thought that was the stupidest thing I've heard in a long time.
There's a few different things, and obviously there's smoke. Where there's smoke, there's fire. But with the bro, just obviously there's a lot to sort out there. Just like with any person's fucking contract. So
that's it.
No, we kept it light.
Nah, nice.
And it was pretty good actually. He's pretty crack up, but I hope he doesn't.
Me too.
That's just my 5 cents.
Is Royce Hunt a Kiwi? Royce Hunt is a Kiwi, eh?
He's eligible.
Is he playing?
But I don't know if he's ever repped yet. He's repped Māoris, obviously, but I haven't seen him rep any. But he's Māori, and was it his mum's side? I remember listening to a podcast. He did say, but he is. I think he's the thing for him is that the one thing that the Kiwis teams have never lacked is forwards.
Big forwards. Yeah, it's a tough one to break into.
And it's like it's hard for him probably to sneak a spot, but I think he was a good addition to the Tigers team. They probably lacked someone like him, eh?
For sure. I was actually quietly hoping we were actually not even quiet. I was very vocal. I thought I wanted the Warriors to sign him. Back when we were losing all the props and we didn't have Fisher Harris. I was like, we need someone big.
We need someone.
I do.
Fish was on. Fish was on no one's radar. It was so.
That was one of the best signings I've ever seen because no one heard it. I love that.
No one. It's just like
not even. I read a.
Yeah, because that's not.
All the players were like, oh, what? I read in Ivan's. Yeah, I read in Ivan's book that it was like pretty out of the blue, but Fish carried that kind of weight there.
Yeah, and he just holds that respect. So, like, like if that's what he's saying, I guess, like, you can't really say no. If he wants to go home, be close to the family, bring up his family, then, you treat him with the respect that he's given you the last however many premierships.
4 or something crazy like that.
That's right.
All right, shall we move into the next thing, which is our MVK's most valuable Kiwi. We give our Kiwi players of the round 3, 2, and 1 point to deserving recipients. And Jace, do you have yours ready? Do you have yours ready, Jace?
I do.
All right, hit us, man.
I do.
All right, hand off
I
your
might
face.
be biased and just go all Warriors.
That's okay. Well, they have the most Kiwis out of anyone.
That's right. Makes sense.
So I was going to go Jordan Ricky for my 1 point, but I'm going to chuck Ed Cossey in there because there was obviously a lot of talk about him coming to the team, and he just proved them wrong. And he was good. And NRL, what doing with the 2 handling errors?
Instead of saying prove them wrong, just say it, Jace.
What?
What you're trying to say? Prove me wrong.
No, I put him for first try scorer.
No, I'm saying he proved me wrong.
Oh, proved
Not you.
Lenny wrong, yeah.
more importantly than everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2
All right.
points just for that amazing try, and the effort he brings off the bench is Halasima.
Yeah.
He could get a point. 2 points, actually. He's Kiwi still.
Okay, yep. Just
And
put him
then-
in.
He's probably leading now, but 3 points, Aaron Clark.
Nice. I
Yeah,
like
Bro
that.
was a machine.
Mm.
Did you say 3A?
For Aaron Clark?
Sweet. All right, Ferg, did you manage to give someone the 3, 2, and a 1?
Yep. Yeah, I got some 3, 2, 1, but I now realise, but I've always never I've always been confused if like 3 was the good one or 1 was the good one. So because like if
Oh,
your
the third position off.
Three.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
3
yeah, so
points. Yeah,
3 is the best. You get extra points for being
you get 3 points. Yeah.
Nah, for sure. So yeah, my one was the lock from the Warriors as well.
Yep.
Aaron Clark, he's been a revelation for me. I didn't expect such an impact, and I think he was really good, strong through the middle, and his league drive and his just ability through the middle is been very impressive. So I was very happy to have him as my number 1. Oh, sorry, yeah, my 1, not number 1. My 2. I just can't get it.
You can't get it.
Yeah.
So is Aaron Clark getting 3 points?
No, he's getting 1 point. Sorry, he's
1
getting
point.
1 point.
Okay.
So he's good.
That's how we play it. 1 point. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. 2 points goes to.
And then the future of the Warriors, Halasima, 2 points. Absolutely loved him. Off the bench, he's gonna be the future of the Warriors. Give him the keys to the city. Happy for him. And my 3 points, which I have now lost who I was going to do. Where did it go? Oh, it was Chanel. Funnily enough, all Warriors. Chanel
Yeah.
Harris. It's hard to not take on what he's been doing the last few weeks, but his awareness and his ability, and even just his kicking game, I think has been really good and has improved heaps. And I'll have to bite my tongue a lot of the time because I talked a lot of shit in some period at some point, and I think he's really gonna be our dominant number 6. So he's my player. 3-point player of the week.
He will get 3 points. Well done.
3 points.
You got there. Yes, I always find my 1 point very hard. A few people put their hands up. I almost had Ricky as well. But I'm going to eat my own words. So I'm giving Ed Cossey 1.
Oh, nice.
I have to because like he actually had an outstanding game, eh? And I gave him 0 chance of playing that game. So I'm going to eat my words there, give him 1.
I'll give you a bit of like grace though. Like the conditions even went in his favour. It was a wet.
Oh no! I was like, oh great, it's raining too. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. I needed that.
So shout out to the bro. It's good. It's good to see him. Like, yeah, I'm happy to be proved wrong because obviously he had a great game. 2 points was also hard. I mean, they're all hard. I have to give Liquor something because that was outstanding.
That's 3
So Liquor, Halasima gets me another 2. So it's 3 2-pointers. Shit. I'm going to give my 3. It involved a little bit of gamesmanship, maybe. But Charnze again off the back of his effort. And that tackle at the end, when they still had a chance and they're still in it, and he's just fully wrapped that player up, Taruva up.
Won us the game.
And then obviously,
It won us the game.
won us the game.
Like, if he got that inside pass, we're gone.
Oh yeah, it's still game on. Like
Absolutely.
I was still stressed. Because Tigers were good, man. Like they can score from anywhere, and they almost, they broke us open a little bit in that passenger play. So for him to shut that down, do like 230 plus meters again. Say less, man. Say less. So CNK gets mine. Honourable mention to Aaron Clark.
That's a great 3. I genuinely thought you were going to say Joseph Tarpany.
My wallet says Joseph Tarpany.
Yeah, that's right.
He had a really good game too, but he couldn't go past the Warriors boys. It sounds a little bit biased, but
that's all right. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, I mean, but if you really break it down, I don't think anyone's going to argue with who got points from us. But yeah, great stuff. So who's in so in first place we've got. I'll go back to like sixth place. Sixth place we've got Tane Tuopiki with 3 points, Kyle Edo on 3, Joseph Tarpany on 5, Chanel Harris DeVita on 5, Lika Halasima jumps up to 6 points, fourth with 6 points, shared with Jordan Ricky on 6, Seb Chris on 8 points after a standing start to the season, a bit of a quiet game in the weekend. CNK, just being the mahi man he is up to 9 points, and Aaron Clark has got a staggering 14 points.
Oh, can't hear it.
Wouldn't have seen that. I wouldn't have been. My money was not on that happening last year. I actually did like the signing, but I didn't see him like having the influence he has on the team at the moment for sure.
I thought he was going to be for sure the 14, and Dylan Walker was going to be promoted to the starting.
Yeah.
13.
But it's quite interesting. He was straight away locked into he's the lock. So
he must train real well, and I think that's a lot of things. Like it looks like from the outside, and with Webby's team, is that like some choices are questionable, but I only just assume that they must just be really training and earning those positions, where it counts. So
I wonder if there's like already talk or something as well. Like Dylan Walker's going to leave, so he's like back here and don't want to disrupt the team too much, so he just chucks Aaron at 13 and he's just like taking it with a
maybe it could be in there.
Yeah, he's definitely a natural middle.
Yes.
He's been saying for ages, or since we've been doing this potty, Alien, like Aaron should be playing 13 like all the time. At the Titans.
Yep. At the Titans, we were saying that.
He's kind of like that Jazz Sabaga lock thing, like can easily be a lock, can also be a pretty decent hooker, but if you trained him in one, he'd probably excel in that one area, not like a bit of that mixture utility.
Be kind of good at both, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's it. Was weird though, like how we named him at 14 and then released him the next day. I thought that was a bit unplanned, but unorganized.
I think something's definitely gone down there.
Exactly.
Because that doesn't happen.
Very immediate, exactly. He couldn't even play for the Eels, so there's no reason they could have said, next week we won't name you, and you can.
I've actually got inside word. Dylan Walker wanted to sign with Spark over One New Zealand.
Oh, knew it.
Changed his mobile plan. You're out.
Got a real good. You got unlimited calls. Data roaming is unlimited.
It's just the data roaming that does it for me.
It's just the roaming, man. I couldn't. You shouldn't be roaming, mate. You should be at home. And that might have something to do with it. All right, keep moving. All right. Preview of the round. We don't go too in depth. We just give a quick preview of who you think who's winning and why, and a Kiwi to watch in that game. Pretty straightforward rules. First game of the round, Jason. Who we got?
Raiders v Sharks at Geo Stadium.
Raiders v Sharks, Ferg. Who wins? Tricky pick. Both were in great form. They both lost. Who you got?
I'm going to stick with the Sharkies. I think they got some good upside, but I might put my my mortgage on Tarpany first try scorer.
Lightning going to strike twice, is it?
Yeah. Hey, I'm in for it. No, I think it'll be a close game. I think the Raiders will definitely be looking to bounce back at home, and they'll be a different beast. But I just think Sharks have some really good upside, and I don't know if they're going to be dominated like that twice in a row. I'm not too sure. So, yeah. What about you boys?
But you, Jason?
I'm Sharkies as well, but I'm thinking a Thursday night golden pointer.
Oh, I like
Oh,
that.
fuck
I
yeah.
like it. You can bet on
Actually-
that too. It's usually like $18
Yeah.
or $20 or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
I was actually on the Warriors for golden point. I was like,
Oh,
fuck.
geez, you almost had that too.
I know. I was like, I honestly didn't even care about my golden point. I was like, just fucking win, boys.
Yeah, that's it. Hey?
But like, if we went to golden point and then won, it would have been like, yo, we got paid out. But no, just
Golden
because it's the
point, but who
Raiders,
wins?
Sharks.
Nice.
Oh.
Sharks
Okay.
win. But I can
Some
see Raiders.
probably win.
I can see Raiders doing what they've done to us a few times in a late surge at the end of the game to like even the game up.
Yep.
So, but yeah, Sharks for me.
Yeah, I found this a real hard game to pick. I think Raiders back down in Canberra, though. That might put them back in good stead. Not sure. It's a bit of a, I personally think it's a little bit of a coin flip. But I'm going to stick with the Raiders. And Kiwi to watch for me is, Joseph Tapine, because I like to watch him.
Oh yeah, I didn't say Kiwi to watch.
Yeah,
man,
you guys got a Kiwi to watch in that game?
I'm saying Mulatalo.
The same as well.
He's
Kiwi,
due.
right?
Fuck, he's
Yeah,
due,
he's
right?
due. He's
That'll
due.
be 2
He's
weeks in a
due,
row.
man.
Who's your first try scorer, Lynn?
I've literally got Molatalo for my first try scorer for the tips later.
Already, I like it.
I'm going to. Well, I'm going to have a go at Joseph again. Shit. You don't get
Nice.
off.
That's it. He
I'll stay
deserves-
on till he.
He deserves to be he deserves to have the money set on him for sure.
Technically,
Yeah, that's right.
you can do 41 weeks, can't you? Of first try
Yeah,
scorers, and
that's
you'll just break even.
Dollar each week. Oh no, it would be $10 because I got okay.
Yes.
Yeah, 41
Yeah.
times. Sorry, quick math, Lenny.
Yeah.
Who does your accounting for the business, bro?
Yeah, that's me. I'm the FCO or whatever. you call
Now,
it.
next
CFO.
game. Panthers
Hit us.
v Cowboys.
I haven't even looked at
Ooh.
the list yet.
Cleary is back.
He's back. Well, Penrith.
I'm Penrith.
Fuck, they've done me dirty this season already, but
No,
surely.
gotta be
Penrith.
absolutely Penrith. And I think they'll.
I'm
bounce
Penrith
back with some
50
injury.
plus.
Ben,
Plus, Jace.
I reckon they're going to have a bounce back game. They need to prove a point. Cleary's going to put on the clinic.
$1.21 is not bad. You know, you got to get 13 plus at some odds.
Yeah. I don't know. They should win though. I'm not going to get off the because I'm not going to not back them now because I backed them those other 3 weeks. So I agree with Penrith. Cleary's back. Kiwi to watch
I did the last 3 weeks.
for me. What? What'd you do last 3
week? They
weeks?
can't lose 3 in a row, and now they can't lose 4 in a row.
Oh yeah.
Surely not.
My Kiwi to watch is, as we mentioned earlier, Ice Papali'i's back into the second row, which I believe is his best position. So, what about
agreed.
for you boys? Who you looking out for? See, Jesse McLean's back in. From a Kiwi perspective,
I'm
who else
Ice
you
as
guys?
well.
You Ice? You Ice
Yeah.
man?
Yeah, I'm kind of
What
running
about-
low on people, it's either really him,
Leota.
Leota. Yeah. Oh, was it Leota that did that real crook pass in the weekend?
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh
think-
no! I think I'm thinking of one of the Safidi brothers just trying to do a tip
Oh,
on.
okay.
Never mind. Erase that. That. Yeah, I'll stick with. Oh, I want to say Tamalolo, but I can't because he's Tonga
No,
now.
because he's done the dirty.
He dirty
Sorry,
does.
man.
He dirty does. All right, I'll stick with Ice as well. I think back on the edge, outside of a steamrolling. Oh no, he'll be on the left side. He'll be with Cole. Yeah, I think it'll be good. I'll go Ice too.
Charles did say, now which McLean played Kiwis? Casey. That he played with Jesse McLean in the Maldives. So they both played New South Wales under-19s last year.
Yep.
And so I was really surprised and stoked that Casey picked to play for New Zealand. But his Charnze roomed with Jesse and he said, no, they're both, it's like a 2-for-1. Like Jesse's real keen to rep New Zealand as well. So
Oh, good.
How
It's
good's
not like
that?
the Nicarima brothers.
The old split. Look what happened.
That was hilarious.
Look what happened, Jaden.
Yeah, that's right. You're now
That's what you get.
You're
That's
now
what you
in
get, man. All right. Next game, Jace.
Oh shit. It is Rabbitohs versus Roosters.
This should actually be a pretty good one.
Lee
I'm gonna go
Grudge, man.
Rabbitohs. Trail back.
No, he's not back, is he? Oh, is he back?
He's in the
Oh,
centres.
shit. I didn't know that either.
They got him in
Let's
centres
go.
and dry grape.
Yeah. They keep saying he's back in
Oh,
round 5, and I'm
shit.
like, so I keep seeing on reports, Latrell Mitchell back round 5, and I'm thinking, that's ages away. Fuck, who cares?
Yeah.
That's not Trail.
Yeah.
How mean is his haircut at the moment? Bro looks like a thug.
He's a bit of a thug.
He's looking fit, though. He's looking real.
He is. He's looking real fit. I think the move back to the centres, for me personally, I love that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been wanting it for a long time. Especially with Dry Gray at the back. He's very, he's what is he currently leading the Daily M Awards? So
Which is crazy.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
yeah, he just
I don't
keeps
pay much
he keeps
attention to
sneaking
it.
in there for 3-pointers. He loves it.
Yeah. I mean, a live wire like that, it probably suits Trell a bit more to be in the centre. Like, it's the same conversation they're having about Turbo, whether the amount of injuries these guys have carried, the amount of workload they have to do.
Yeah.
They're just not as tough as Charnze, so they can't play fullback anymore.
That's right. That's exactly right. Latrell's going to be a problem if he's left and he's playing
bro.
Robert Toya as a young bloke. It's going to be a mismatch. I think.
A long night.
Mm.
Who wins, man?
I'm Rabbitohs.
Yeah, I'm torn, but I think Rabbitohs. I really do. I just don't like Chad Townsend. I don't know why. I like him as a golfer. Just not much of as a footy
Oh, he's out. See you, man.
player. Bye.
All good.
Uber Eats.
Yeah, the Roosters just haven't shown me enough.
No.
To be able to tip them in this one. They'll probably grow an extra leg being that it's this match, but
yeah,
I'd have to stick with Wayne's men. And it's like a grudge match.
Yeah.
It's Wayne Bennett. He loves this shit.
Does love
He'll be
this shit.
getting them well up for this.
Especially because it's Rabbitohs Roosters, like, they always have a big battle. How many sin bins?
Yeah. How many
That's right.
sin bins?
Yeah. Minimum 2 and 1's Latrell.
Yeah. And the other is Radley if he's playing.
Yeah,
That centre pairing is crazy though, eh? Trell, Mitt and Jack Whiten.
It actually is
That's scary shit.
Very deadly. I'm wondering if Whiten. I'm assuming Whiten has to go to right, eh? And Latrell.
They have swap sides.
They have swap sides, yeah, by the looks from the list.
Latrell has always played left, and he's just been such a dominant right-hand end.
100%. Yeah.
Freak.
He'll just slot straight in there, obviously. And his best work at fullback is swinging around to that side always. So
yeah, that's it. And Marky Mark's not the best defender on that his left too. So I wouldn't be surprised if Jack Whitey strolls on through for a little meat pie.
Little moody.
Kiwi
for me to watch is a continual rise of Nafau White. Against the Warriors, he was outstanding. Even last week, he was great. He's really starting to put his hand up, like spice up the mix a bit for that Kiwis forward pack. Almost to the point when you're having to almost fit him in somewhere. So for me, it's Nafau White would be the Kiwi to watch for me. What about you boys?
I'll go Robert Toya because he's in my fantasy team. So
Well, that's not a good enough reason, Jace.
I need him to score points, so I'll be watching him.
And what about you, Ferg?
Is Davey Morrell? Is he? He's Cook Islander, but because is he?
I think
if he gets,
I believe he is eligible. I believe he's eligible. We've spoken about him before.
I love him off the bench, and he scored last week at $12.50.
Yeah.
So I like him for some good effort, and he knows how to score a try. So I'm going to say
he was born in Christchurch, actually.
Oh, really?
He's a South. I remember we looked into him a while ago. I'll double check. I can click on him, I think. I'll just find him.
bro.
But
I love him. I'm definitely backing him now. I might put my $10 on him ATS.
Born in the
David Wiley,
Chicha,
here he is.
is it?
Yeah, born in Christchurch, New Zealand. Age 22. There you go.
Is he only 22?
Age 22.
Wow.
I think he's been around since he was like 18.
He's been around for... He's
Yeah.
played a few years.
That's right. I thought he was at least like 25, 26. Man, good on him. He's actually he's developing into a really good player then. I like that.
So what does
And
it
from
say?
Christchurch.
Dave. How old is he? Wait, how old did you
22.
say he was?
Says 22, I thought.
Oh, shit,
Age 22.
I clicked on the wrong
We're
player.
talking about David Moali, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah, David.
yeah, bro. I just
Yeah.
clicked on the wrong player. I went,
Christchurch, 22 years
Havili.
old. Saliva.
Yeah.
He's been around a while. He's definitely
Fuck,
been
he's
around.
50,
he's,
bro.
he's 32.
He's fucking 60 years old, Saliva Havili.
21. He debuted.
21 years he's played.
So
Yeah.
whoa. Who was he? Oh, so so Morley.
Yeah.
Yeah, debuted again in 2021. What's that? 3 years ago. So pretty much nearly 18 or something. 19.
Against Souths.
Wow. Yeah, because I've watched him play for Cook Islands a few times, and I always thought he's a good player, and he's a good sneaky one for that Pacific Cup to score a meat pie.
Yeah.
But he loves one every once in a while in the NRL too. Just give him the opportunity, and he'll get the arm out.
No, I thought he's been great. Whether he could, I mean, he's still very young though, isn't he? So
Yeah,
whether he can sneak into a
It's big
Kiwi
step,
rotation
100%.
somewhere.
Yeah, that's it. But you never know. Like, crazier things have happened.
Oh, for sure. Injuries and shit, whatnot.
Yeah, so
And he might just have a full breakout. So, all right, next game we have got
Parramatta v Dragons. Now, my head's telling me Dragons. So it's probably going to be Parramatta.
Dragons should win this. They'll be wanting to win this after last week to show us
want to
not a
back it
flash
up.
in the pan. Who you got though?
is
I've got-
CommBank that like unofficial like joint venture of different clubs all play there, like West and
Yeah, so I think
The
Para,
Bulldogs.
but I think Penrith are using it for
Oh,
because their
yeah,
stadium's
redone.
getting redone. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
So
kind of
they're
not even
playing-
really like a home game, is it? For Para,
Nah.
or is it?
Oh, for Para it is. Yeah, they call that Paradise or whatever.
Oh, so like, is
'cause
that their main home field, or is it? Do they have like a-
Combankers for Para, I believe. Roosters and Souths have that battle over that stadium, don't they? The other one,
Yeah.
Accor?
A core.
Yeah.
Sorry, you said Dragons, did you? And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dragons, Jace?
Yeah,
And who do you reckon,
Dragons.
Ferg?
How many
yeah,
Kiwis?
I'm thinking Dragons as well. I just
It's pretty hard to tip against that.
on Eels.
Eels have been pretty average. But I'm going to say, just to throw a spanner in the works, this is going to be my upset, have a go crack. Eels just.
Nice.
Kiwi to watch. I'm just willing Dylan Brown into a great game. And I feel like he's been getting hammered, so I just want him to have a great game.
Agreed.
If he can continue that last 10 to 15 minutes he had in the last game, then it could happen.
What about Isaiah Ayongi? Is he Kiwi?
When we dug into it, AJ, we couldn't find any sort of
Indication whether he's
evidence.
right.
Yeah. No, so we
Maybe
couldn't
there's
find
something-
anything. He wasn't born here.
Probably that's something Dre needs to do. He'll be able to find the info.
Yeah, doing his immigration.
I'll
I
tentatively say him just because I really like his footwork, and I think it wouldn't take much if they have if like Dylan Brown has a good game, they start making line breaks and opening the field up and broken play. I think he could really have a breakout game with a couple meat pies. So I don't mind him, but yeah, I don't really know too many other Kiwis. Is there any? I didn't know many. Is there any Kiwis in the Dragons?
So Moses Sully is still eligible. He hasn't turned down New Zealand yet.
But he just played for Tonga.
Yeah, Christian Tuapolotu is the money man. He also is eligible.
I'm definitely
And then Fatala Mariner was, but he's dropped out.
True.
Yeah, shit. So that'll be it in that team.
Yeah.
Just trying to think who else in the other team. Yeah, but yeah, it's just basically Dill, possibly Yongi, and I see Bailey Simonson's in, but where is he on the list? Oh, he's number 20.
He's not on my list, is he?
He's on 20s. He's named 20 in reserve.
Oh, I see.
I'm just trying to think who is the other winger. Addo Carr and Sean Russell.
Isn't it Sean Russell?
Yeah. So, not sure if he'll be getting a crack, but I thought Bailey. It was really unfortunate when Bailey got injured last year because he was actually playing really well.
That's it.
So yeah, who did I say? Eels. Ooh, that's tricky. That's risky, Lenny, but I'm going to stick with it. All right, Titans versus Dolphins, another Queensland derby.
Hey, I think you're on last week, Kiz.
Is it? Titans versus Dolphins.
Oh shit, I've skipped one down.
Bruh. The bruh's playing up. Titans, Dolphins.
It's 10 o'clock here.
Titans, Dolphins. All right, let's keep pushing. Titans, Dolphins. I'm going to say the Titans. I don't think the Dolphins have just looked meh, and I can't have them. My Kiwi to watch for this weekend, after saying because there's like no one in the Titan side, so I had to pick someone in the Dolphins, but I'm going to say our boy, because I've been getting it wrong a lot this week, this year. So I'm going to say Jerry Marshall King is going to come out now and this prove me wrong after what I've said about it. What about you, Jace? Who you picking?
I'm going to have to go Titans.
Titans?
Yeah, they're looking good.
Kiwi to watch, my friend?
Not many Kiwis. I'm gonna go. Oh, hold up. Dog got my hand. I'm gonna go Nicarima. I feel like he's in for a game that just a few tries.
Yep, sure.
And,
he can have the odd game out, can't he?
I'm also doing the clean sweep for the Titans, and then also picking the Dolphins. I'm going with you. Lena and I am going to pick the hooker, Jerry Marshall. Hopefully he can start, bit of last year because just to watch. I'd actually rather the Dolphins win. I'd prefer them to win, but I just don't know if they can get the job done. Yeah,
fair enough. We're just looking for him to impose himself on the game a bit more, right?
That's it. Just jump out of that passenger seat for a little bit and maybe drive for a bit.
All right, next game, Broncos versus Tigers. Who do you think's winning that one, Ferg?
I'm definitely sitting on the Broncos because who's the big signing? Luai, he's out. So Broncos, dominant
because he should have been Sinbind. That's why he's
out against us. That's right.
But anyway,
that and then who does Shibasaki play for?
Broncos.
In an international sense.
Oh, international. Yeah. Japan.
Japanese.
Yeah.
Then Geha, mate. I don't know what nationality that is.
I think it's
Japanese, but...
Bro, I think it. I don't want to. I'm sure it's like for Pakistan or like something around there.
That's something like that, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'll cull that one.
We'll have to do deep research.
Yeah, like his grandmother's
great-grandmother, yeah.
I will go breakout. I'll just go my boy Jesse Arthur's big fan.
Big fan of Jess.
Very, very deceptive. Very deceptive.
Yep.
Very underrated, and going well.
And bloody good looking.
He is. Oh, he's a sleeky guy. He actually his missus plays AFL with used to play AFL with my friend's missus, and
true.
Yeah, he was just like, he's even better looking in person.
I could believe that.
Yeah,
I could believe that. I'm going to go Broncos too. Tigers have been gritty, but no Luai. And I can't say Ricky because he's also been suspended, hasn't he? Which gives Pia Kura a go. But I'm saying Xavier Willison is my Kiwi to watch. I want to see him. He's been pretty good, but he's got one of those games in him where he can fully come out and dominate. So I
Absolutely.
just want to see him dominate. You know?
Also, just on that game, I'm excited to see the battle between Haas and May.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Two very
That should be a good
similar
battle.
forerunners, eh? They look very like uprighty, straight back, quick. Yeah.
I mean, Haas is the benchmark at the moment, and May's been great, so it'll be a good matchup. Good matchup for sure. All right, we're nearly there, guys. Sea Eagles versus the Storm. Who's winning in a Kiwi to watch? I'm going the Storm. What's the team? Let's say is Hughesy in there.
I think someone's the
Very-
extended bench.
Hughes's on the extended.
Yeah, the
He's on
deep
the
one.
very end of it. So highly unlikely, probably.
I think the plan was to bring him back against us, which is great.
Which is great. Thank you. I don't know if I told you, Ferg, but he sent through a question for Charnze. And so we had the question, and then I asked him to go and jump in the potty. He sounded like, oh, yeah, maybe one day. And then Jace had the idea, said, do you tell him if the Warriors beat the Storm that he has to come on as like a bet?
Yeah, that's
And then
good.
he agreed. And he's agreed, so he said to jump on, but
Really?
but the Warriors have to beat the Storm and Anzac.
To be honest, his
Love
chances
that.
are
Love
his
that.
chances of not getting on are like $1.20.
Yeah. He was like, instantly, yeah, sweet ass.
Yeah,
Jerome was
true.
instant. So I was like, okay, he's fairly confident. But yeah, my Kiwi to watch would be Big Willie. Obviously done some work under the radar that I didn't notice last week, but with his stats. But you know, you just can't beat the Big Willie in open space. So it's the Big Willie for me. What about you, Ferg?
No, I agree. I think Storm will get the job done. I think I just can't see them doing it twice in a row. And my my tip of the week or my Kiwi of the week, I think Hughesy with a late inclusion to guide the boys around the park to get the win. So that's my forecast. I don't know, my prediction.
All right, Jace, did you say he was winning?
Storm and Willie Walbrook as well.
All right, we'll keep pushing on. All right, Bulldogs in first place, I might add, versus the Knights. I personally think the Doggies might be a bit too tough for the Knights. The Knights have all the flair in the world. It's not as easy as that though. The Knights could definitely win this. But I'm going the Doggies. My Kiwi to watch in this game is Leo Thompson's back, so looking to see the big man rip in. What about you, Ferg? Who you got in your Kiwi to watch there?
I'm going to stay consistent with the Doggies' form. And I'm going to go with the Dogs. And I think a Kiwi to watch, tough one is Josh Curran a Kiwi?
Nah,
He's
you
not.
can't use just Curran.
Oh,
No,
the rest.
The Bulldogs have like none.
I still love him, mate. I still love him.
Yeah.
Uh,
He's the man. He's the man for sure.
I'm going to say Callum Ponga as a Kiwi, and just to really hopefully open up some of these centres. I don't know. It's a tough one. So it's hard to tip one and back the other, but KP, hopefully
Hopefully,
stays consistent, stays good form, and then
stays consistent and switches to the New Zealand.
Yeah,
Come on,
New
bro.
Zealand Warriors.
Come on, bro. All right, Jace, who's winning and who's your Kiwi to watch?
I'm going Knights. I reckon Knights get it done.
Nice.
And
Nice.
Maju, 6 tackle.
Maju.
Is he playing a 6 tackle break?
Yep.
Love Big Greg.
Yeah, 6 tackle breaks, 200 plus meters. They're going to get it done.
So just a normal game, okay?
Yeah.
Firm.
2 tries, 3 drop balls. Nice. I love Big Greg.
And then the Warriors versus the Buys. Who you got winning that one?
You better get the win.
I think we get there. We might creep in there. All right, we'll keep chugging along. Best bet. Jason, do you have a best bet and a value bet, mate?
I'll breed out Canes first.
Oh, yeah, Kane. Shout out to that Kiwi punter.
That Kiwi punter, his best bet. Mulatalo first half scorer. Mulatalo has scored in 64% of the games against the Raiders 9 tries in 11 games in total. Wow.
Sure.
Raiders
Stats,
have leaked
right?
points
Stats
lately.
behind
Yeah, he loves
He's
the
a
stats.
stat man. Does no
is.
work at his work.
The stat man. Uh, Raiders had leaked points lately, so I can see the Sharks getting off to a quick start here. Value
Alright.
bet. Waz beat the bye. And he's like, nah. Moses Leota first try. He missed by Stevie Wonder bunker call last week.
He lost by what? A Stevie Wonder
Stevie Wonder
bunker
bunker call. Can see a Cleary short ball playing wonders here. Leota needs to lead from the front for Panthers to get up and could look to set the tone early.
All right.
Moses
Right.
Leota, fuck, he'll be paying heaps.
He
Alright,
would be up there in that 41s bracket as well, I reckon.
He'd be close to that, surely.
Okay. Oh,
Are you going to look it up, Jace? What are you bringing up?
I can do. Oh, I'm in the market, so I can have a look. First try scorer, Leota,
What do you guys
31.
consider? How much? 31s.
31s.
Oh, that's not as good
Fuck,
as I thought it was
that's
gonna be.
nothing.
Yeah, that's not enough. What do you
Yeah.
guys consider value? What do you guys consider value in the other one?
So best bet is just your best bet. That can be whatever.
So pretty
Yeah.
much the way we do it is, even if it like you have still 2 high ones, just whatever plays the most is your value.
Yeah.
True.
But you can't be tipping. Well, I guess what he means is you can't be tipping out a $2 shot for like your value.
Yeah,
Basically.
That's 'cause, like,
Yeah.
Well, I for my value bet, I think I got Jesse Arthur's for a double and Panthers 13 plus at 375. Quite like that.
Right.
I like the way both halves have a natural ability to send the ball left, and Shibasaki's been
Yep.
really good. Sometimes too good. He takes all half the
Too
tries.
good,
so
he does. Yeah.
that might be the issue, but hopefully the way he's been playing, they defend a bit tighter on him, and the winger jams a bit more, and my boy gets some meat pies, and then actually that was my value, wasn't it? I might just pick a first try scorer.
Yeah. Hard. Fucking let's go.
Joseph Tarpon. So my value for this, my value will be anytime try scorer. You said his name correctly. I'm terrible with pronunciations. Even though I'm from New Zealand. David Moali.
Moali.
Wiley, yeah.
Wiley. I'm
Oh,
picking
yes.
him back. Hasn't scored consecutively in a long time. I don't actually have stats, but he's paying $9. So put a little tenner on him.
I like the stats behind what you said in a long time.
I'm very, very, and at least not the last 5 games.
Yeah. He goes over again.
Yeah,
He's got a sniff of it now. He knows where it is. He knows where the
He's
line
got
is. So he.
got a problem with the white line.
Sniff of the white line. Okay. My best bet is Timok or anytime at 305.
Okay.
He's due
The
one.
Muckle? Yep.
He's due one. So Timok at 305. My value bet, it is paying 11.88, is Molitalo first try and Jesse Arthur's anytime.
Oh, little combination. Okay.
How much is that paying?
11.88. $11.88.
I like it.
He's getting creative.
It
Yeah,
is.
well, you know, I've gone Molitalo the last 2 weeks and he hasn't scored, so I reckon he'll score first this week, just to really rub it
Yeah.
in,
So for my value bet, I'm going Molitalo first try.
which is around $9 mark, I think.
Did you pick that up or not?
I did.
You can
It's
go
like
it if
when
you want.
It's like when you're on the pokies and then you get off and the person jumps on after you. And
Oh, hard.
Yeah.
they get the
And
feature.
it's,
You're like,
it's
"Fuck."
always that fiend, that lady.
Yeah,
that
they're just
comes in.
watching you. So I'm going to be that fiend. Molitalo is due. He's absolutely due. So I'm going to go
100%.
first try Molitalo.
Love it.
And I'm sticking with the same game. And my best bet, I didn't get him last week, but I think I'm looking for Nicoll to hit that line again. Get back on that line. So Brenton Nicoll at any time for me.
You know what I thought you were going to say? I thought you were going to say
I picked Canberra to win though.
Seb
So.
Chris first try. I was like, pretty hectic. You don't 2 first try scorers.
I should have gone Seb Chris. I'll get off him. He'll get it now. But anyway,
Yeah,
that was
so
ruthless the other week. I had him for first try score, and they fucking denied his try. Oh.
Oh, that's the worst, eh? You can
Yeah.
never really guarantee your try until they send that little
The bunker
confirm
fucking
box
checks it.
stuff.
Yeah.
And that it's like taking longer, and then it's
Yeah.
you know when it
Oh,
pans onto the
no.
ref, you're like, fuck.
Exactly. As soon as they
Yeah.
cut.
Just give it. Don't check it. Just give it.
Yeah. Award it. Award it. I
Alright,
still
sweet.
I can't believe your two bets are against the team you tipped.
Yeah, it's pretty standard. That's how I operate, AJ's.
Yeah,
What really
I'm
is
really
really good at, he'll normally
real
do
fluid.
a try scorer from the team he reckons going to lose anytime, and then the team to
Yes.
win.
Oh, that's a pretty good bet. So you do it any time from the team you think's going to lose, and then who you think going to win, and the odds are pretty good.
Yeah, because they
You get a pretty good.
act.
He'll do like
Kinda-
a Seb Chris anytime onto like Sharks win, for example. Or I don't
Yeah.
know, did you choose Raiders?
Probably
I
one of
don't
the best ones I got was Warriors anytime and Ice Papa Leahy to score when the Tigers played at Mount
True.
Smart last year.
Yeah.
Anytime, and he's off the bench. He was paying. Fuck, I got it. It was a good. Fuck, it paid decent. But yeah. Anyway, that's what I like to do. You know, just one of the little
Yeah,
tricks I
really,
like to.
really mix it up. You know, I like it.
All right.
know.
That's us, man. Thanks, Ferg, for jumping on. It's been a little bit
Been
a little
awesome.
bit over the show with CNK jumping on for questions, but we'll get you back on in the future for sure, and we'll send you a full detailed spreadsheet of who's in Kiwi player
Yeah,
moving
love
forward.
it. Yeah, I like that. Sorry,
Like, I was
I'm
like,
not
mate,
putting that together.
I haven't even
I'm not
seen
putting
that
that
spreadsheet.
together, but
yeah, maybe we should forward it to the NRL to really put out there. You know, let us know.
yeah.
Choose the eligibility. But no, I really appreciate you guys having me on. It's been a blast, and you know, I've actually put away a couple of beers, and it's been nice for a early Tuesday.
Bro, it's our favourite thing
yeah,
to do in the potty.
Favorite thing to do is have a couple of beers and talk shit. That's what we're about.
And that's exactly what it should be about. No, you boys are killing it, and it's been a lot of fun. So really appreciate you having me. And if you ever need someone to fill a gap, and chance to open for me again, I'm available.
He's played a great role off the bench tonight. He's our Davey Moali.
Yeah,
Little Ferg.
That's
He'll be looking for that, sniffing that try line.
Anytime try scorer.
I'm getting it. I'm
All right,
getting it. Boys.
and if they want to get around the stuff you do, bro, where does everyone find you on Instagram? How do they get? What's your handle?
Yeah, awesome. On the bench podcast is the page. Well, I think it's just on the bench. I can't even remember. On the bench.
Yeah, I think it is.
Page.
Yeah.
And yeah, this year's been a bit slow. We've got a really big tipping competition, which we give away on the bench hats. We do random giveaways and bits and pieces every once in a while when I can have enough motivation to do stuff. But otherwise, I got my own golf page that I love, and I play lots of golf and I video it. So that's just fergie.golf. And
I'm
so
follow that now.
Yeah, it keeps it
Jason's into
fun.
golf.
Talk heaps of crap and just play golf with a couple of boys who make YouTube videos as well. So it all kind of correlates. Like one of the guys I play with, he was an ex Rabbitohs player, and a couple other club Panthers player down in Sydney. And now we're just two old retired boys who drink heaps of beer and play golf and talk about footy the whole time. So it's great fun, and we love it. So yeah. It's been harder because I've been loving doing that so much. It's been hard to do the podcast stuff, but
yeah,
I've got a few plans and a few different people that want to jump on. So, yeah, definitely get around it, and I'd love to have any support that people want similar opinions. Talk heaps of craps about the Warriors. That's my bread and butter. Bread and butter.
That's the bread and butter. Yeah, that's the old wheelhouse. Interestingly enough, you'll hear it tomorrow. But Jerome's question to Charnze was about golf.
Nice.
And it was about how does he feel about losing to him and to Taps and Jerome that golf.
Really?
But the story is that Taps and Jerome play quite a bit, and it was like Foz and Charnze were playing them, and then Charnze and Foz don't play that much, and they managed to get up over the professionals and Joseph Tarpany and Jerome Hughes. So
no way.
Yeah, so there you go. Yeah.
Oh, heck. I honestly love seeing that behind the scenes golf stuff. Because there's so much correlation between the two different sports, and even just competitiveness. It's such a good such a good game. You know, like I wish I learnt it a bit younger, but even just seeing how many NRL players play these days and watching them,
so many, bro.
yeah,
So many league players play golf, eh?
Geordie Barrett, he's got an epic golf page.
Oh, true.
Yeah, like elite. It's like got proper drones and like he's got
shit.
films and stuff. Yeah, it's called ball striking or just striking or something. But he just plays golf all around the world because he's obviously always traveling.
Obviously, yeah.
Some bits and pieces, and they're immaculate. They're like, you know, I'll never get a shot to play those courses.
The thing is too, like playing sport like that, and the thing with golf is there's like courses everywhere, like
yeah, that's it.
You know, so you can play that sport anywhere. But mean, bro, thanks for jumping on. Appreciate you jumping on, adding a different angle, different voice as well. So it's been epic having you on.
Anytime, boys. Much appreciated. Thanks.
All right.
Thanks, Jeff. Been good.
All right. Well, I'll see you next week, Jace. No worries. But yeah, we've been the Kiwi NRL podcast. Thanks for tuning in. We didn't do the usual. Jason, for your karu or fatu, where do they find us?
They find us on YouTube.
All right, and for your taringa, where do they find us, bro?
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Podbean.
Oh, he's good. He's good. It's like you've done it 135 times or something. And if they're going to follow us, not home, but where will they follow us, man?
They'll follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Like, subscribe, rate us on everything. But 5 stars only.
5 stars only, just like my OnlyFans page. But yeah, once again, thanks, bro, for jumping on. Thanks to everyone listening. We've been the Kiwi NRL podcast. And good night. I'll play a song. Maybe. Maybe I won't.
You got the measure of your man, and you know that you can go all the way. Give it to him. Yeah, give him a taste. Give it, give it.